Last time on Icewind Dale. As the group fell asleep, Bran found himself in a nightmare. He came face to face with what looked like the Frost Maiden, asking simply if he was prepared for the hunt. Bran did not hesitate and slashed her with his axe, bringing the Frost Maiden down to his eye level. She then called in a blizzard, overtaking them both and waking Bran from his slumber. The party began their downtime in Targos. Ydin and Bran decided to work on for the first few weeks, and they both gained some renown for helping out the villagers in the party. Brie decided to investigate more into the wolf dagger, and she had acquired and learned that it most likely belonged to one of the Reged tribe chieftains, specifically that of the wolf tribe. She also learned that the blade would vibrate from the sounds of a wolf howling. Regnar decided to do some investigating on two topics: the history of Icewind Dale and Nerif. Using Nerif's study, he was able to learn more about the crystal-like substance known as Chardalyn. He discovered that Chardalyn was once a material from a crystal tower that was erected by a wizard named Kessel. Kessel was defeated by a legendary drow, TM, and it is said that the pieces of Chardalyn that are scattered across the Icewind Dale still retain a powerful magic. He also learned that Nerif was most likely working for the Zentrum, a mercenary group known for employing cutthroats and sellswords. This explained why he had so much money despite living in such a small town, and he also learned about two other Zentrum members named John and Garth. During this downtime, Talia decided to open up a little bit more about her past to Ydin. She explained that she lost her family to the brutal nature of Icewind Dale, and she also said that Ragnar's obsessive nature towards gaining magical power reminded her of her father. She also mentioned the fight Ydin and Brie had, hoping that maybe they could find a way to stay friends. Ydin said that she would think about it. During the second week, Brie began to write in her journal. She felt that if she began writing down events from her past, that she would have a better chance of recalling those hazy memories from them. She even drew a sketch of what her father looked like, which turned out to be close to Bran's appearance, minus the giant beard. Bran received a letter from his family. It was written by Cassidy, who gave him an update, saying that things were going well at the ranch. He sent a letter back informing her of Torga's arrival and to be careful while dealing with her. A few days later, Bree spotted a dog that had a broken harness on it. The dog, who turned out to be named Boy, led them to the house of Keegan, the best boy. Keegan explained that his husband was a bit of a guide and would help adventuring groups travel and explore the region. He was supposed to return several days ago, and Boy being here by himself was a very bad sign, and the party agreed that they would go and investigate. As they traveled across the tundra, the party spotted a pack of deer. Bran, not wanting to starve, decided to take a shot at the largest one leading the herd. To the party's surprise, the deer turned out to be another awakened beast. After healing the wounds of Elkin Bling, I believe that's his name, explained that he was awakened by the same druid as Longneck. He also explained that the druid seemed to have some sort of reason to hate the 10 towns. The party then discovered the rest of the sled dogs at the base of Zangorn Peak. They searched for clues and figured that something must have gone wrong as the camp seemed to be abandoned. As they began their climb up the mountain, they were hit by an unexpected avalanche. As a result, the party was split. Cream Puff ended up at the base of the mountain. Ydin, Bran, and Peanut stood against the snow and remained on the trail. Regnar, Brie, and Boy, however, ended up inside an ice-covered cavern. As the two of them made their way deeper, they discovered 3 Crag Cats waiting for them in the dark. So, in the meantime, Brandon and Ydin, You guys are on the trail still. There is snow everywhere. It is like it's really drastically changed the landscape. We'll go back to the avalanche page for sure. And you guys are just kind of like trundling in the snow right now. So I'd like to ask, well, what's the first thing you'd like to do?
Um, can I I mean, we're at the hole. Can I shut down the hole and see if anybody's in there?
So I'll as a quick reminder, so that hole is completely filled.
Okay.
When the avalanche hit, you were the first one to point that out, Brandon, that the
Right.
hole was gonna get completely filled with snow. And you know that Regnar, Brie, and Boy hopped in the hole before it filled up. So
Right.
currently, you are standing what you think is on top of the snow, on top of the hole, but it's like covered,
Okay.
like completely. You could start
Right.
digging if you want to.
Well, could I make a perception check? Because I know just to see if I can tell if there's anybody alive under all that snow.
I will say you can either make a perception or you can make a survival check.
Hello? Anyone down there?
Survival. 18.
Okay,
Nice.
18. All right. So, um, with an 18, you kind of start to look around and you can't hear anything down below currently. That might change in a once we cut to the other two members. However, currently you don't really hear anything, but you kind of understand that the snow is probably packed in the sound as well.
Yeah.
But one of the things you do notice as you kind of scour the mountainside is some tracks of like possibly a creature of some sort that are still
I can't identify with an 18.
um they look cat-like. Honestly, you know what, with an 18, okay, I'm trying to see how much information you'll have about these things. So I think you're a ranger, you've traveled around 10 towns, you probably, you know what, I think you would know enough to know that these are Crag Cat prints.
Oh, just
Now
gonna
you
just give a heavy sigh.
you don't know you don't know the nature of these Crag Cats, like mechanically how they work and what their abilities are, but you do know they're big old cats that are known to hunt in the tundra and the mountainsides of Icewind Dale. So you immediately kind of get on your guard at the discovery of that.
Yeah, I know like they're I know they're big.
They hunt?
Do they hunt in packs?
They do hunt in packs, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, so I know they're big, they hunt in packs. That's really all I need to know that they might be in some serious trouble if we don't find them soon.
Peanut kind of like rustles over to you and kind of goes, mm, mm.
Yeah, I am just gonna nod. I'm gonna say, yeah, come on, we gotta find out where they went. If there's another tunnel that leads into this
Mhm.
hole.
All right, so you do start following the tracks. Eden, I'm assuming you're gonna follow in suit.
Of course, stomping on
Okay.
the ground to see if there's anything hollow that I can hear.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I will say for you, Eden, make a perception or a survival check,
Okay.
Nice.
Which one am I good at?
whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
None of them.
9. You know, you're kind of stomping your armor around, and you're the first thing you're realizing is that it's very hard to kind of there's a lot of snow.
So
Like
snow!
this is the most amount of snow you have ever seen,
Snow
at
snow.
least in a long time, and it's a little bit annoying because right now your visibility is a little bit. It's not like blizzard, but it's snowing enough that your visibility is hampered at least slightly.
Yeah.
One thing you do notice is that you guys have been traveling quite a long time up this mountain, and the sun, or what little sunlight there is in Icewind Dale, is starting to falter.
Wait.
And
No.
you do realize eventually,
Oh no.
if you guys don't regroup soon, you're gonna be out in the mountainside in the darkness.
Wait.
Oh no.
Just out of curiosity, because I recall that we were camping. We slept for the night, and then we started climbing. So the mountain climb all the way up till here is like already.
So
like,
you have
in
to
the
think of it
afternoon?
this. Look,
No,
so
I'm just asking.
You started your mountain climb at 8 o'clock,
Yes,
right?
Sort of.
And you guys are actually about halfway up the mountain
Yeah.
right now. You did make a lot of progress in like
Yeah. So
2
this
hours.
is like 2 in the afternoon or 3 kind of.
No, this is specifically it's 8 a.m. is daybreak, and then 12 is sunset, or noon is sunset.
Oh,
right now
really?
it's 10. Yeah, because remember, there's only 4 hours of daylight in Icewind Dale
right.
because
Yeah,
of
you're
the
right.
because of the Frostmaiden's curse. So right now, Ydin realizes that you guys have about 2 hours before before the sun sets, and this gets real interesting. But Brandon, you start following the tracks, and the first thing you notice is a very small but hidden trail that leads deeper. Like you guys have been progressively going up the mountain. This trail seems to be heading downwards, but you kind of look at it and you go, there might be a chance that there's a cavern or another entrance. So you think it's your best bet. However, it's going to be a bit of a tricky descent. So if there anything you'd like to do to help with this descent, to give yourself some safety, it's up
Here's
to
the
you.
thing. I have a gigantic buffalo that I am riding. And
You are on a
buffalo are hardy. They're able to survive like stupidly cold temperatures. What they can't do is climb down the mountain because they are buffalo, not billy goats. So
Actually, hold on. Peanut might be built different.
Yeah, because of
me
your
check
that.
ability. Because of his ranger
Hey.
ability.
So remember when you made your prayer to the Oak Father and Peanut
Yeah.
became your beast companion? Peanut gained a 40 feet climb speed.
Yes.
What?
Yes. A climbing buffalo.
So
What?
Yes.
Peanut is best boy.
So Peanut Brie, Ydin, you look as Peanut flexes his climbing skills and starts climbing like a mountain goat. Despite
How is he hanging onto the wall with just like by his
he
toes?
seems to be defying gravity, much like how real mountain goats seem to do.
This thing is, just to put this in perspective, this thing weighs about as much as a car.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this in astonishment, and I'm immediately like, when we get home, I'm going to make sure you have so many children. You are going to make my family rich. And I will give you all the apples in the world because you're the best.
Peanut kind of like looks at you, gives you a steely stare, and then kind of shrugs.
He's like, whatever.
He is the best boy.
But he will not have as much difficulty climbing down this descent as you two might have. So my question to you now is, how are Brandon and Ydin going to give themselves a little bit of a buff to descend, or if at all, any?
I'm just gonna. I mean, if Eden wants to, she can hop on behind me and then ride the buffalo following the track.
I guess you could technically do that.
Yeah.
Peanut is a pretty strong, and he has enough I think he's big enough that technically two people could ride on his back. So if you just
Well,
want to
we
let
rolled him.
Peanut,
We kind of rolled him here. The group. Yeah.
well, yeah, no, you did. Yeah, no, honestly, technically, yeah. So if you want to just hop on Peanut's back with Brandon, you could totally do that.
The only other idea I had was like trying to stick my lance into like ice so that I won't fall.
Well, what
So I
you
think that's
could
better.
also,
This is better. This is better. I think.
yeah, okay. So you hop on Peanut. Peanut's like kind of like adjusts himself and goes, and he starts
All-terrain
clop,
vehicle.
clop, clop. All-terrain Peanuts. I love it. So I'm gonna have Peanut. And I think he shouldn't be on Whisper anymore. If I just double check. Yes, okay. I'm gonna have Peanut make an athletics check. And we're gonna see how that goes.
Actually, let me make
I
that
would-
check.
Well, technically Peanut is the one carrying you.
I know,
But-
Peanut. I said I'll make the athletics check. I have his stat block pulled up. in front
Oh,
of me.
sorry. Yes, you can do that. I will say if
Uh-oh.
Whoa, no! Oh.
Sure,
I
it's
was-
a bumpy ride.
I was gonna say I might give you advantage if you help out Peanut, but advantage is not gonna help you out in this situation.
Nope.
All right, so this is what happens. So, despite Peanut defying gravity as most mountain goats do, one of the icy rocks that Peanut thinks is secure starts to have cracks, and the weight of Peanut, the heavily armored Ydin, and the bulk of Brandon seem to be too much for this particular glass ice shard to withstand, and it shatters, making Peanut lose his balance temporarily. And with that, I'm going to need Brandon and Ydin to make dexterity saving throws.
I love those because I'm not good at them.
Oh.
I'm at a 12.
12.
Okay.
3!
Oh no. Oh.
I thought Brie and Regnar were gonna be having a rough time. Okay, well,
The dice betray you when you least expect it.
as this happens, immediately, Brandon, you take out your axe, slam it onto the cliffside to kind of give yourself some balance. You see as the weight of Peanut shifts on this descent, she starts slipping. And I am going to allow you a very high athletics check, Brandon, to try and prevent this fall. Get one more chance to prevent
Oh.
this. 15. Okay, the DC was 15.
Okay.
So as Ydin starts to slip from Peanut's backside, and you see her kind of like reach out her gauntleted hand.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Justin. Yeah, Eden's falling to her death right now. Don't mind
Yes.
us.
Yay!
Great, wonderful. I gave my mom flowers and brownies.
Aww.
Aw.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
was
now
so
I feel
considering
bad. I
my
just got
mom
her
joy.
I just got my mom a car. Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to go and get flowers. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like I have a job yet, so my mom gave me money to get her stuff for Mother's Day.
Fair. I'll just give you a quick update, Justin, as to what's going on right now. So, Peanut apparently has a climbing speed. So they are Brandon and Ydin are riding Peanut down this mountain descent towards another entrance with the cavern. And Ydin almost fell off Peanut's back, but luckily Brandon was able to just reach out his gauntlet and grab. So that's basically what happened so far. But yeah, Brandon, you just immediately just grab onto Eden's gauntleted hand, and Eden, you sigh a breath of relief as you peer down towards the big drop that probably would have transpired
The endless
it was-
pit.
Phew.
Yes.
Yep. And Brenna's just going to like just swing while hanging on to Dice and like swing her up so she's able to grab the ledge. And then once she's secure and pulled up, he's just going to start climbing up using his axe to like hack into the ice.
Yeah. And I will say, with that extra security, you will continue your way down this zigzag descent. And Brandon, you see faintly in the distance below another cavern entrance.
Oh, whoa.
But meanwhile, we got some other adventurers.
Oh no! Can we stay here for a bit
Okay.
longer?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like, yeah,
no.
let's watch what's happening over there.
I was like, no, I'm not curious at all. Like, they'll
right.
just find us, right?
Yeah. So as a reminder, it is Regnar, Brie, and Boy. You guys have jumped in the hole of the icy cavern. As you made your round deeper, Brie said very kindly to Regnar to put out the torchlight.
Yeah.
As to not attract any unwanted attention. Because bear in mind, this cavern is complete darkness.
Yeah.
There is not a single bit of light currently.
Yeah, and I followed
you-
the advice.
You are holding on to like the shirt cuff of Brie at this time,
Yep.
and Boy is following suit.
No,
Luckily,
I have Boy. Oh yeah, but Boy is right behind me, right? I believe.
well, we're gonna get to Boy in just a second.
Oh no.
But right now, as of this moment, Brie, you are the only one who sees the currently slumbering pack of Crag Cats. So,
Hold on.
Right.
Last time we did stealth, so and I believe some of them are sleeping. Like not all of them are awake. That's what I.
one of
recall.
them stirred for a second, but
Yeah.
currently they seem to have resumed
Yeah.
their
Nap.
slumber.
or- yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know how light of a sleeper they are.
Yeah.
Just bear that in
I
mind.
know. Don't remind me. Okay.
All right. I kind of like look at Regnar.
I
and
message
just
her
say,
saying what now? I can't see.
I just say, there are 3 large beasts to our right. I ask that you remain silent and that we keep moving swiftly. Don't let go of my path.
Noted.
And
I use message.
I'm gonna lead them just. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I-
as you say, I ask that you remain silent.
No. I use message. Yeah.
No. You guys are
It's
messaging, so
separate.
that's not the problem. You both look at each other. What do dogs love to bark at?
Oh no! Can I hold on, DM. Can we?
Okay,
All right.
here's
Can we do
what
this?
I'll say. Okay, first
Like-
off, you have a couple options.
Okay.
Boy is not completely stupid, but he is a dog, and
Yes.
he sees 3 cats, and he can smell them, even though he can't really see them. You guys can make animal handling checks to try and calm Boy down in this particular moment, or if you have some sort of spell you want to cast on him to make sure that he doesn't fuck
Okay.
this up, it's up to you.
Uh.
But what,
so-
what was your
I
idea,
have,
right?
I have proficiency. Yeah.
Oh, you.
So-
Yeah, because and I was saying because Bree can see, I can't.
Actually, you know what,
Yeah.
Bree? I will say, particularly for you in this moment, considering your heritage, I would actually give you a +2 to this animal handling check.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So I'm just going to, as someone that has been with canines, I
Mm-hmm.
probably try to like pet them in a certain way to kind of, you know how in like
Rub
How to Train Your
their
Dragon they
bellies.
say
Yeah,
rub a
of
specific
course.
way and then
Yeah.
heal them down. So that's the idea. So I have +2 to
Nice.
this. Okay, come
You
on.
just roll and add the +2.
14.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
14. Hey, 14's good. It was a DC 10. If you had rolled below a 10,
Shit, the
Boy
button
would have
hit the
freaked out.
thing.
But you see Boy like start to like snarl for a second as he looks in the direction. But Brie, you gently kind of pet him, and something about this soothing like gesture calms him down, and he kind of goes "Ruff, ruff, ruff, ruff." He's just like doing the very low like ruff.
Low growl, kind of.
Yeah.
But right now they haven't awoken. It's up to you. What
Yeah.
would you guys like to do?
I'm going
still
to
can't
go.
see.
I'm gonna go to this corridor here because this is probably like a safer way. But I do want to keep an eye out for any pits, any like traps and stuff like that. And I just
Sure.
bring Ragnar along.
I would say if you're looking for traps, I would say make an investigation check.
Yeah, I mean not necessarily like man-made traps, but like things that could be
Yeah,
dangerous.
natural
you can slip on
hazards.
it. Yeah, natural. Yeah. That's a better
Yeah.
way. Natural
Well,
hazards.
like that, any natural hazards slash like dangers that might be.
22.
22. All right.
Nice.
That's good. That's good. All right. So, first things first, you find what appears to be some like burnt wood, almost like set up in like a campfire style kind of like, almost like little mini bonfire. Immediately, Bree, you assess some very like old, well, not very old, some relatively old tracks that are nearby this once lit campfire, and you figure out that possibly this adventuring group that Garet was leading, maybe they were in this cavern at some point. Maybe they didn't know that there were Crag Cats here, and maybe they had to make a break for it very quickly.
Maybe they were Crag Cat meat. Probably.
Is this a dead end?
This is a dead end.
All right. I grab Ragnar back to the. Here's this. I kind of
Okay.
tap him and like.
Okay.
I get
follow.
near enough for him to. I get near enough for him to like see that I want him to just message me.
Yeah.
So
I don't have
yeah,
to
I
speak?
message. Yeah. I was like, so, what do you see?
It was a campfire. I think it belonged to the people we're looking for. However, it's a dead end. We'll have to walk past directly the cats, and I'm not sure how. I look. I look at Boy. I'm not sure how calm our boy would be from if, as we
Okay.
walk past them.
Okay. I will message him. I was like, okay, so, here are a few options. A message. I can either put them to deeper sleep, which I don't know how good that will do. I could give them command, but it only lasts for a brief moment. I can try to suggest them treat us as friends, but that also I don't know how well it will work.
There's actually one other thing I'm going to allow you guys to do because actually specifically Bree, because you're the only one who's seen them.
Yeah.
I want you to make a nature check on these cats to kind of
okay.
discern some information about them.
Ooh, not too much.
12. Okay. Well, one thing you do definitely know the name. They're definitely Crag Cats. You have heard of these
Cats.
creatures before. They move in packs. They have decent speed, so you do know that. But any other features or things that they are known for are kind of a loss to you at the moment.
Okay. We can't really outrun them, right? I'm asking the DM.
Well,
It's debatable. We could.
it's debatable. Like anything's possible, but I'm just saying Bree does know that these guys. Now, when I say they are speedy, I'm not saying like they're going to move like 60 feet a turn or anything like
okay.
that. I'm just saying they have a little bit of a boost when it comes to their movement. So don't expect them to be like turtles.
Quick question. Are they like? Since you're living in a dark cave, I assume to some extent they have dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do have dark vision.
All right. Okay. The problem is we can't move fast because you can't see. If we turn on and move fast, we're gonna let them know we're here. If we try to sneak, boy's gonna start going crazy.
Well, right now, I will say, because of you rolled a decent animal handling check, boy is listening to you. So unless it turns into a
Alright.
fight, so you do have that option.
So I guess you gotta leave it up to just sneaking as best as possible and you holding on to me.
Yep.
Is that good? Okay, let's go. I lead them to the descent
Yeah.
very slowly.
Okay.
We're gonna take our time with this, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you slowly step your way across this frozen, icy floor, you can see the remains of some sort of skeletal creature with horns jutting out. You hear the very low breathing of the Crag Cats.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Yep.
I just slowly I stay back the wall so that
Yeah.
we have something to hold on and we just
Yep.
keep going.
All right. I will say, I'm not going to make Boy have to make this check, but I will say, Regnar and Brie, you will both need to make stealth checks.
Okay, this is it.
22.
Okay, good,
Already,
Regnar,
no, I
22.
could- okay, I mean, I'm leading the group. I'm trying my best here.
You know what? Can I
Okay.
use my luck to help? Hold on, let me check.
I think
No,
it's gonna be your
that's
luck.
Oh
only
no,
you.
that's not the new. Oh fuck. Okay, hold on. Let
It's
me do
okay, it's
this.
okay.
No, no,
No,
no, no, no,
it's
no,
okay,
no,
we
no,
have a
no,
high
no, no, no,
average.
no, no. I have something else. Okay, if you have the and you must. It's you. I have heroic. I have the
Yeah,
human
I
trait. I,
mean-
can. But yeah, that's only targets me.
Okay, I guess we'll see how it goes now.
All right. So, this is what happens.
Oh god damn it.
Because as you begin walking across the ice, there's a moment, Bree. You've never really liked ice because you can't dance on ice. You just slip all over
That's
the place.
so
It's the-
true.
And at this particular moment, your foot that you think you have enough grip slips, and as you slide, you don't fall prone, but it makes that sound of somebody slipping on ice,
like a shriek kinda, you know what I mean?
like a shriek,
I was like,
and then you see 6 yellow eyes look towards you. And now I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
at the same time, I kind of then yell,
Even
just,
me?
is that everyone? Everyone? Like including?
You know what? I'll say for the purposes of this, we'll have everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
We'll get to what the rest of the group are doing.
But
Okay,
as I
Regnar.
immediately slip, I do immediately say to Ragnar, "Run!"
Okay, nice.
The
And
the
boy
thing
actually
is,
looks at you.
I can't fucking see.
Oh yeah,
You-
this
you-
is the
you
fun.
can- You can light up something immediately. I can hold them off. I have a plan.
Well,
Alright.
question. DM, could I use alert to switch my initiative
Yeah.
with the breeze?
It's
Even though I'm not in the same room?
interesting. That's interesting.
Does it say?
You know
need
what?
to
You know
see?
what? You know what I'll say? I'll say I will give you the chance to do it. I want
Okay.
you, Brandon, to make a perception check, and if you roll decent, I will allow this.
Okay.
I don't think that's a 10.
10, and not quite enough. If you had
Okay.
rolled a 15, I would have probably given you that. I will say this: as the Crag Cats begin to snarl, Brandon, you immediately clock. Oh, they're definitely in there. So I will say, for the purposes of this, because you were able to successfully descend, Brandon and Ydin, you are going to get there in 2 rounds. Or at least to the other cavern side. All right.
Hold out,
so-
guys.
You just gotta hold out.
Yeah.
Well, here's the good news: the Crag Cats didn't roll well on their initiative, so you've got that going for you.
That's good.
And I'm just gonna say, boy is gonna go on Bree's initiative, just for simplicity's sake.
Okay.
All right, so at the top of the round, Regnar, what would you like to do? Currently, it is pitch black.
Yeah.
You can't see other than just the faint outline of 6 yellow cat eyes.
Let me just check something. So using an item in 2024, does that?
Well, what
that
specifically
free?
are you trying to do? Like,
I
what
wanna light
item
a
are you
torch.
using?
You
Sorry?
can I want to light up a torch.
I would say, unfortunately, the full pulling out the torch and lighting it, I'm going to say, yeah, that's probably going to be at least an action, unfortunately.
Interact with
In
things.
the-
You can interact with an object of the environment for free, but that's the environment. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those like gray areas.
Yeah.
I would say currently, just
Yeah, it's
because
probably
you.
reasonable.
Also, the other thing is you're also trying to light a torch in complete darkness, right?
Yes.
It's the
It's
act
really
of, like,
hard. Yeah, I know. Trust
feeling-
me, I've done
yeah,
that
so.
before. Yeah.
Light
it's
adventure,
very-
adventure.
Well, I know this shit is rough.
Yeah. Okay, so I will. You know what? I will just use my action because I can't see. If I can't see, I can't do shit. So I will
Okay,
use
so-
my action to do that. Yeah, because all my spells require me to see.
All right. Well, here's the good news. I think a torch gives you 20 feet of light. So,
believe so.
can you see that yellow circle that I just added?
Yeah. I believe we can all see.
Okay, as long as you can see
No,
that.
I can't see any of the yellow circle.
Oh, you know what? Just set it to public, I guess. That's from the DM side. You just press the token. I believe you can set it to public.
See. Okay. Can you guys see it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so now you know that there's a torch lit. So as you kind of, Ragnar, as you reach into your pack, you light, and then you see the snarling nature of the Crag Cats. And, well, you can see them.
Yeah. Hold
I-
on. Let me just check another thing, because using a scroll, how long does it take?
A scroll would be an action as
Okay,
well.
an action as well.
Potions are bonus actions,
Yeah,
though.
that's what I thought. Okay.
Have they made bonus actions in 2024?
I don't think they made it in 2024, but I have always homebrewed that potions should be a bonus
No, that's fair.
action.
Yeah,
'Cause that
says
just makes sense to
magic
me.
item, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is now the magic action, which states using magic items requires a full action. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And honestly, like Ragnar, and this is for the group. If there's ever like a situation where it's like you think that this should not be a full action, just ask me and I'll make a DM call.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be times where I'll be like, that might be a bonus action
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
No
so.
worries. Well, yeah. Let me just check something. I think I can do. Yeah, I have to burn through a lot. So, you know what? I'm gonna try my luck. So I'm gonna. Can I hold on? I want to ask something. Can I grab boy? Does that require an action?
Well, boy's gonna follow you. What are you trying to do? Let me know first, and I'll say
I
see
want
if we can
to
do it.
grab him and I want to run. Yeah, because I can't
I would
do
say
shit.
boy's light enough that I would say you guys could move in tandem
Okay,
for
cool.
sure. I'll allow that.
I'll just grab him and I'll run 30 feet, I guess. Yeah. That's the best I can do. Yeah, to here. Because
All right, so boy's right behind. So you see Ragnar lights the torch, looks at 3 cats, goes,
Yep.
nope, and picks up boy. Boy's like, "Brr?" and just starts.
yeah. Yeah.
Ice shards are just like shooting from like you just hitting the ground with your boots. But I believe that is going to be your turn.
Yep, that's it.
Ragnar. All right, so Brandon and Ydin, you guys are on the back of Peanut. Peanut's definitely starting to pick up the pace as he hears that his friends are in danger. Brie, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. Okay, this is gonna be like a bit save or suck, but I see this particular gray cat, right? It's kind of blocking this gray cat, right? And I know you can move through ally circles, but I'm gonna make it so much more harder for that to happen. So I'm gonna target this Crag Cat, and I am going to, since Brie kind of slipped, they're gonna like spin like with their leg out, like a bit of like a ice skater move,
Okay.
and then basically like a snake, continue and finish the move. And I'm gonna use phantasmal force.
Nice.
Oh shit.
And
Okay.
this particular Crag Cat, the one blocking this guy, the dragon from beneath the ice sheet will rise in front of him, like 10 feet, like here, like this 10-foot square.
Oh,
he won't
I
be
like
able
that.
to move, and he will chomp down on its neck. So he will
Oh,
be
I
pinned
like
down.
that. Okay. All right. It's gotta make an intelligence save.
Oh please, or else I'm gonna do something really stupid. I'm gonna do something god awful.
Well, here's the good news. He rolled a 0.
Nice.
Okay.
So, as you begin this dance and you cast Phantasmal Force, you see this Crag Cat start to recoil in fear, as from his perspective, the bony carcass that was once sheathed in the ice rises, cracking through and taking a large bite out of the Crag Cat as it yelps in pain.
It deals 11 damage.
Gee, 11 damage. Damn.
It buffed it from 1d8 to 2d8.
That's pretty good. Okay, so he's taking some psychic damage. I will say, Brie, because you've got 60 feet of dark vision. The one thing you do notice as you cast that, there was a shimmer on the Crag Cat's pelt as you cast that spell. You don't know what that means, but you get the sense that there's a possibility that it has some sort of interaction with magic. So just bear that in mind. You did catch that.
So like a bit of like a sheen as my spell kind of like took effect.
Like it had an like the spell worked, and it took the psychic damage for sure. And I will actually say, because of this, how this cavern is set up, I think you're absolutely right. I think that the cat behind it will not be able to get past, because it's a little bit of a clump.
This guy is like flailing around.
He's flailing around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say absolutely. That will totally buy you some time.
Yeah.
But I will say this: just bear in mind, you did see that shimmer, so it seems like
100%.
something's with magic.
And then I will get in between. I'm gonna be a bit of a hero here.
Okay.
Since I feel more confident with my AC now, Brie is going to then take a bit of like a martial arts stance in between the Crag Cat and Boy and Regnar, so that
Okay.
like, how do I do this in a way so that he can't get to you guys? I think if he does this, he'll just move down. I think this is the best way.
Okay.
At least he won't get Regnar, but he can still get the dog, I think.
Well,
Or
the
boy,
dog is
not dog. Sorry.
like I'm like shoulder carrying the dog.
Yeah, I would say Ragnar, you're kind of protecting the dog enough where it's
Yeah.
like if he goes for an attack, like he's going to.
Oh, okay. I know the best way to get to trigger this guy. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
do Bardic Inspiration. I'll put it on Ragnar.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I'll put it on Ragnar, and because I am College of Dance with Dazzling Footwork, I then can use a part. When I use Bardic Inspiration, I then can make an unarmed strike.
Oh shit! So you just get a bonus action punch or kick?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like kick it. Yeah.
Go for it.
Yep.
Nice.
19.
Oh, that hits. Perfect.
6 damage.
Okay, 6. A hefty kick. You see one of the Crag Cat's fangs fly out and hit the ice.
Agile strikes.
Yeah.
All right.
And then the fighting stance is similar to Wolfang Fist from Dragon Ball Z. Okay, that's it.
I love it. I love it. Beautiful. All right. So, it is now the Crag Cat's turn. Does the Crag Cat that had like the Phantasmal Force on it, does it make a save at the end of its turn or at the beginning?
They have to take a study action to examine the
Yeah.
Oh, it's
they have to make an
specifically investigation.
To examine.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
so it's not like they have to choose to study it, and
Yeah.
then that's. So like even if like they succeed, right, they lose their action.
Yeah.
You know what? I think he's going to try and study it. So he's going to make an investigation check. And what's your
Can,
DC?
13.
Can a Crag Cat study? Come on.
All creatures can.
They can sniff, yes.
Well,
no,
it's-
here's the good here's what happens. Here's the thing that happens. The Crag Cat is definitely flailing around, but it takes a sort of like
Sniff.
it's exactly that. It tries to it smells, it breathes in through its snout, and you immediately get the sense that it realizes that this is an illusion. However, that's his turn, and it's still going to remain prone. So the Crag Cat behind it, what it's going to do is it's going to use its action to shove the Crag Cat that's in front of it.
Out of the way.
Get
Out of the way. Yeah.
Get out of my way. Let's see how he roll. And with an 18, you see the Crag Cat just push and it just slides across the ice. And then he is just going to move right here. That's going to be the end of that Crag Cat's turn. You know what? No, I'm going to do a different order. No, I made that mistake. God damn it. Now I can't do the thing I wanted. Oh, wait, no, I can. I've got tons of movement. So this is what this Crag Cat's going to do. This Crag Cat's going to move 20 feet over here. It does provoke an attack of opportunity, so you do have that option.
Sure, I will take it. It's a crit.
Jesus!
Nice.
Nice, nice.
20.
All right, all right.
KO. Please tell me it's a
Holy shit, that's a lot of
With
dead.
how big these guys are, I'm not too sure about that.
Okay. I mean, it's because remember what I usually tell people when it's a creature is bloodied. This creature is bloodied now. That was it a punch or was it a kick?
I would say that when he tries to move away, for some reason, like the imagery is like Bree's arms like elongates, and then it kind of digs her nails from like the back as it runs away. So there's a huge gash on its back.
Ooh.
All right. As a huge gash hits his back, the blood kind of stains the bright white fur on this Crag Cat's back. You see it kind of move its back leg a bit, and immediately pounce towards Brie.
All right.
So let's see. First things first. It's gonna make a claw attack. What's your AC?
16.
All right, it misses. As you elegantly dodge out of the way. Actually, hold on. I want to see if that's part of the. Oh, if it hits. Okay, so here's the good news. Because it didn't hit, you don't have to worry about the second part of the pounce. But yeah, it basically leaps towards you, and you just elegantly dodge out of the way. Regnar, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm just gonna point this out. This guy can also just be melee. I know he can't attack, but he can also just stay near me. So
Yeah.
I'm threatened by 2 AO.
I mean, that Phantasmal Force slowed down 2 of the Crag Cats, which is a big deal.
Alright. Go Regnar, I believe. You can do what you want. You can run or try to do some stuff as well.
Let me just check something. Hold on. If I do this,
Are these halls big enough for them to go through?
Yeah, they're big enough. Plus, technically, squeeze is technically a thing. I've looked at this. I have looked at the size of these halls, and they are Crag Cat sized.
So, but
there might be
a line, right?
There might be 1 or 2 spots where they might be slowed down a little bit, but I also like the idea that these are cats, right? Cats are known to fit through small spaces and just
Gotcha.
okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I have boy on my shoulder. I have one hand on my torch. So technically, I can't do somatic components because I can't use my hand. However, I do have the mind crystal, which is subtle, which can help me cast the spell without any of the components needed. So yeah, I'm gonna use this. So
what spell are you using?
This is gonna sound interesting. So I'm gonna try. Hold on. Seeing if I can do it to more creatures. this command allow me? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna use the I can expand effectiveness by 1 level.
I think if you spend a higher level spell slot, you can cast command.
Yeah, so I'm determining on 2 of them. So you can
Oh, you're supernovaing your sorcery points.
yeah,
I see. Okay.
I think I need to. Okay, I'm gonna twin and quicken. I'm not too sure if I can do that both. Oh no, I can only
you
use
can.
one. You can only.
Oh, you can only use one. Oh, okay.
when
Okay.
you cast it, unless
So is it
it's
going to be
known
quickened?
otherwise. Hold on. Cast it. It can be cast at higher level. You can spend 1 sorcery point. Oh, but I can put in more sorcery point to do that. I believe.
Okay, if you want to just use all your sorcery points, that's
yeah,
fine. I'm pretty sure that's how
gonna
sorcerers
use
work.
it to because I can with twin spell basically increase the effectiveness level. It basically just means I can target additional creatures, and
Okay.
so I'm gonna put 2 sorcery point into it to make it target 3 creatures. I'm gonna use.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm gonna use command. And I'm gonna basically the 3rd level command, and I'm gonna say flee. And to add in a little bit of flair, I want to intimidate. That's
Okay,
purely for
I'll
the
let you make a intimidation check.
Yes.
That's a free action.
16.
Okay, 16. That's decent. So they all need to make wisdom saving
Yes,
throws.
my
Correct?
DC will be 14 right now. Wait,
Okay.
is it? Why is it 14? Hold on. Yeah, 14.
And it's wisdom, correct?
Yes, with.
Okay.
Come on, please. I did my best. Flee.
And the wisdom. Okay. Oh no.
Oh no, they made it? Ah, god damn it.
Okay.
dear.
Okay. Here's the good news. So on its turn, it has to spend its turn fleeing. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, you know the one that was being basically
Yeah.
hounded by the phantasmal force.
Yep.
Its mind is not in the best state.
Yeah.
This guy's getting gaslit.
He's getting gaslit by everything. So the flee command is going to work
On it.
on that one. However, the other 2, that shimmer, hits the spell hits them, and the shimmer activates.
Ah.
And I need to see the wording of this because this might be bad.
Hold on. Let me just check something. Oh, hold on. Hold on. It should
Okay.
be 15
What?
because I want to use. Can I? Okay. This is part I didn't specify before. So, can I say I use my innate sorcery to increase my spell save DC by 1?
You can save it. They rolled high. They rolled
fuck.
like 17s,
Got
and
it.
yeah. So I would just save it because this is what happens. So that shimmer happens, and as the command on the other 2 hits them, the shimmer activates, and the spell is reflected immediately back onto you.
Okay.
So you need to make
A wisdom save.
you need to make
against
2
my own.
wisdom saving throws
okay.
against
To
your
be
own
fair-
spell.
Well, to be fair, that is what we're doing.
The first one probably already failed, so I use my luck to succeed.
You're gonna use your luck to try and
Yeah,
succeed on.
yeah,
No.
the-
If you're using luck, you have to re-roll that wisdom
Yeah,
save.
I rerolled. That's the first one. You see
No. You have to do. So you rolled. Okay, you rolled
I rolled
2
a
wisdom
6.
saves.
Yeah, I rolled a 6, and because
Hmm.
I failed that one, I used my luck to re-roll. That's my first. This is still my first.
Now do your second.
Yeah, I'll now do my second. Come on, boy. I will use my heroic inspiration. God
He's
damn
gonna
it.
use all your resources.
Yeah,
right now.
17. Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
Brie, I like to imagine you duck as these spells are being ping-ponged between
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
And you see like there's a moment where Ragnar, you almost fall to your knees from getting hit by 2 suggestion spells, and you're the kind of person
Command,
who
yeah.
really doesn't like getting manipulated,
Yeah.
and it takes all of your strength and mental fortitude to withstand it. But now you guys understand that certain spells will reflect if they succeed on their
Oh
saves.
god, Phantasmal Force being reflected to me sounds terrible.
Yeah, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, if this happens.
Alright.
All right, so that is the end of your turn.
Yes. Yep.
You can still
Um,
move, can't you?
I can still move.
oh, yes, technically you could move. So are you going to just keep
Uh,
dashing down the cave?
Yeah, so can I hold on.
Yeah, technically. I mean, your command didn't activate, so
Yeah, I'll move to here. Just
Alright.
out of the way. With boy on my shoulder.
all right. And at the end of round 2, well, almost at the round 2, Brie, you're up. You've got a Crag Cat in front of you. You've got a Crag Cat that looks scared, phantasm that's going to run away on its turn. You have another Crag Cat that's ready to fight.
Bree is just gonna examine the situation, sees the bloodied Crag Cat, and well, the thing is, Bree doesn't know that help is coming, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And because Bree's perspective is that, like, Ragnar would probably need some more space, so I
Yes.
think Bree won't like run away too fast just yet, but hold them off. She's just confident in herself to do that. So, since as well that she realizes that spells are counterintuitive in this situation, she rolls up her sleeves, fully commits to her fighting style, and says, "It's been a while since I did this."
Let's go.
And then I'm gonna just move here and use my main action to unarmed strike against
Okay.
Go for
the
it.
bottom.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Brie woke up and chose violence.
Yes.
Brie is
11.
MVP.
Yeah.
All right.
Something triggered.
7.
Yes.
It is on death's door. It is
Ooh,
like it's like coughing up blood.
All right, I can still see boy. I'm gonna bardic inspiration boy and use my bonus action to then unarmed strike again.
Hey,
Nice.
boy gets started. Go for it.
18.
18 hits.
Nice.
All right, how do you kill this Crag Cat?
As it like shimmers back, like Bree just slides into the bottom beneath its neck and then like forms like a needle out of like her nails and then stabs upward and then just pulls like very efficient.
Nice, and it falls to the ground. All right, anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'll stand on this entranceway and just wait for the other Crag Cat to come to me.
All right. So, well, what? Yeah. So the Crag Cat that's prone, it's gonna get up with half of its movement, and then it's gonna move 20 feet the fuck away. Because it was told to flee. So goodbye. But that is the end of its turn. This Crag Cat is going to immediately pounce towards you. Okay, so let's see here. Wow. Okay, that's 12. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Nice.
So you easily dodge out of the way. And then at the end of the round, Brie, Regnar, you hear the sound of a bison clomping. And the squad has arrived.
Nice.
All right. So can you see you guys on the map?
Yeah, let me take a look. Yeah, I think I can see them.
Okay, and I will change because you have your Brandon. You've got your glowing
Yeah, I have my axe out and about.
Okay, so now everybody should see the light sources.
Yes.
All right, so Ragnar, it is your turn again.
Okay. I'm gonna just drop boy because
Okay.
I think I heard them. I when I say drop, it's just gently drop him. Okay.
Right.
And then I'm gonna move a little bit closer, seeing that the cat is over there. I'm gonna. You say magic bounce back.
Bounces back, yeah.
You've certain magic bounces back.
Well,
That's all
there's
you.
a chance. Like there's a chance to bounce back.
So you can keep using spells, but all you know is that when you cast that command spell,
Yeah.
the
bounces
ones that
back, yeah.
succeeded reflected back.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out the rope dart I used for mountain climbing.
Mhm.
I'm gonna toss it.
Okay.
I'm gonna aim
All
for
right.
the eye. Go for the eye!
Go for the eye.
11.
Go for the eyes.
11.
Yeah.
And as you throw your rope dart, it is able to kind of like dodge out of the way. Brie actually does like a backflip over it to dodge it
Alright.
as well.
Alright.
As she's just continuing her dance.
Sorry, I just grabbed the rope and just get it back.
And slowly started taking
Yeah,
it back.
to tuck it back. That's all I can do, man. I'm so sorry.
All right, okay, that's okay. Brandon,
Yeah.
you're up. You've arrived in the cavern. Luckily, you've got a light source, so you're not in complete darkness.
Right. So, first of all, before we do anything, I would just like to say that every time you've said Crag, I've heard it as the name Craig. So,
Craig.
Yes, these
Yeah.
are the Craig.
I'm Craig.
Cats.
That's Craig.
Yeah,
That's also Craig, man.
Yeah.
All right. Can I make a perception check to try to figure out where everybody is right now?
You can see the light.
I would say no perception check required.
Technically.
There's enough light from the torch that you definitely know they're in this direction.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna have Peanut move in, and Peanut's move is 40
Why does he
feet.
like the huge bison has a climbing speed? What?
Yeah.
Well,
The
he's
thing-
not just a
That's
bison; he's a
Yeah.
primal companion.
Companion. Yeah.
Oh, that's scary. Can you
so
imagine a
it's
bison like
10,
just trotting on like the cliffside?
25.
Well, that's what was happening.
Yeah, that's what was
Peanut
what
was
happened.
climbing like a mountain goat.
Yeah. That's what happened.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's so
Peanut
cool.
is best boy.
Yeah. And
There.
you guys
I'm
rolled
riding.
on Peanut, right? So basically,
Yeah, Cherry and
its
I are
move-
riding
yeah,
Peanut
yeah, its move is
down
moves.
this way. Yep.
So you can
So
we are
technically-
here.
specifically,
I'm gonna
I
dash.
believe if
Yeah.
if you look at the ruling for the Beast Companion, it can move and take the dodge action on its own during your turn. If you wanted to do anything more than that, you actually have to use a bonus action to command it to do so.
Okay.
That's
But
fine.
I will say that you guys are technically riding on Peanut's back, so you
Yeah.
both can just
Yeah.
kind of charge in.
So
Well,
you,
yeah,
you
so
can
I'm-
just
I mean, that's
just full speed. Yeah,
10,
10 more, and then
20. That's
how much
30.
does he move? 40?
Peanut has a 40
40
foot
feet.
movement speed.
Yeah, so you guys were here. That's 10. That's 10. 20. Moved here 10. You have 10 more. You can move to here.
All right.
Like, yeah.
Right
that's-
here-ish.
Yeah, here.
Because
here-ish.
then I'm gonna have to. So I
You can
can't
ha-
see the crack.
No, you can have it dash. That's the 40 is just normal. If you have it
Yeah,
dash,
I'm gonna have it dash.
Yeah, then you
Absolutely.
can move to
I'm
here.
dashing.
Yeah. can move
I'm
to
I'm
here.
gonna have a
Yeah.
dash.
You just need
know what? If I'm
to
gonna be
squeeze past us.
You know what? If I'm gonna be mounted on Peanut, maybe like I can take the mounted combat feat.
Yeah, I feel like you
Great.
Anyway,
Great. That's I can't wait to look forward to that.
I'm gonna. And you guys hear the sound of this a beast of an animal
Yeah.
coming in, and you see Peanut come charging
Yeah.
down. You duck. Peanut leaps over you.
Please tell me you
Stop.
say out of the way when you when you charge
I will,
over
I
us.
will say this is a little bit of a tight corridor.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to say about this. You can do this. And this has already happened. You just, Regnar, you've got your torch, and you see galloping towards you, Ydin and Brandon on the back of Peanut
Ah.
with a speed that concerns you a little bit. So I will say, Regnar and Brie, you just need to make very basic acrobatics checks to not have this turn into a cluster. Oh my god.
When it counts. Yes.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Okay, easy enough.
Yeah.
So I'll actually move Brie. You're just gonna be kind of slightly pushed over there.
Yeah.
All
But
good.
yes. So Brandon, you may continue your turn.
All right. So
Swing.
I am mounted on Peanut. I am basically next to this thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Advantage?
gonna. No.
Not advantage, no.
Okay.
But
So, having really nothing better to do, I am going to take a swing with my axe one-handed.
Nice.
okay, go for it.
That's a 24.
Damn, these are some good
Nice.
rolls. All right, roll
Yeah.
for damage.
That's a 7, and it needs
Alright.
to make a con save or fall prone.
This is what I was afraid of.
Mm.
All right, con save. Here we go. That's a 5.
Nice.
So as you
Oh.
come galloping over, wham! And it like crumples and falls onto the ground. It's not dead, but it's definitely prone. All right, so is that the end of your turn? Yeah.
That is
take
the
that.
end of my turn. I have
All right,
nothing else I can
Eden.
do.
You are up. What would you like to do?
Now that it's prone, I was planning to flank it, but I don't need to move anymore. So.
Well, I was
just-
saying, sorry, Brie. I said Eden.
Oh, Eden. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Eden.
Oh, is she there?
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Let me call them real quick because I think they
Cherry.
had. I think Cherry had like a long day and they haven't slept like.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
since,
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I
I'm
think
sorry.
they might have just like.
Fell asleep.
They were pulled. They got
Oh,
pulled
no.
into sleep
Okay.
because they.
Oh
haven't
no!
slept in a
I've had this
while.
happen before.
Yeah. So I'll go.
It's
call
okay. It's
them.
okay.
I'll go call them.
No problem.
You can.
Well, what we can do is yeah. I'm trying to think what we can do for now. Well, I guess honestly, like who's next in the turn? Oh, that would probably be Brie. All right. Well, we'll just take a quick. You know what? We'll take a quick breather for a little bit. But yeah. So this mounted combat like with
I
is
saw the
something that
Goku thing.
yeah, the Goku post.
Yeah.
But if Brie is like is falling asleep, then like we'll figure out. We'll figure out. Something.
You mean Eden?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess honestly, if Sherry has fallen asleep, that's okay.
No,
We
I
can
got
prob-
it. I got their sibling to check on them.
Oh,
Please
nice.
wake them up.
Mm.
They were messaging you earlier, like.
I could also do something. I could also just jack the volume up and see if that helps.
No, it's all good. It's all
No.
good.
I won't
Things
do
shall
that.
get loud.
I did that to my best friend though. I played an air horn sound and that woke him.
That's
But I won't
evil,
do that.
bro.
I won't do that. That was only because I knew him in person.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've known you for 10 years. I'm allowed to do a dick
air
thing like
horn
I'm
you.
that.
allowed to do this. I have the right.
I have the right. But maybe what we'll do then is that Bree, you can take your turn then if you want to.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. I mean, same thing. I'll just attack. I have nothing else to do. I do look at Brandon and just say like I think they're awake now. Cherry.
I am so sorry.
It's
Okay.
okay.
No worries.
You know what? Don't worry, Cherry. This has happened to me before.
Yeah.
I do realize that the split combat was a lot was like less stuff to interact with. So I do apologize for that. But I guess Eden, you can.
No. It was because I haven't had coffee, and that's all I've just been.
Oh,
eating.
okay.
Come in.
That's fine.
Sorry. Sorry.
No worries,
Right.
no worries. Well, actually, since you're back, it's actually your turn. So
Yeah.
Oh yay!
We charred. Peanut just came trampling in to handle some cats.
some crates, some cats. Yep.
Oh cool.
So you're like you are on the back of Peanut in full mounted combat, which is something I'm learning I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of this campaign.
Okay, go. You got
Okay.
this.
I'm gonna leap off Peanut's back and like do like a front flip, just try to
Oh,
whack him
nice.
with my well hammer. None, none,
Nice.
Nice.
Go for it. You have advantage because it's prone.
Yippee!
Craig.
That's a 20.
Yeah.
20.
That's 20. That hits.
And
That
I'm
hits.
gonna use a Searing Smite on this too.
Okay, nice. 12 points of bludgeoning damage. All right, he's hurt.
Yeah.
He is just right now bloodied as he hops on the ground. I'll say you can leap off and end up in a flanking position if you want to.
I would love
So
that,
you-
thank you.
So Ydin, you just like hop off and just whack him on the head as he's trying to get up from his prone position, and you land like superhero style on the ice. All right, is that your turn? Oh, you
That's
actually
my
do
turn.
fire damage as well, right? Oh, sorry,
Yes,
let me
sir.
add that. Okay. Fire damage, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Alrighty. Okay, so what happens when it fails the Constitution saving throw?
I think it gets set on fire.
Yeah, it
Wait.
Yeah, from each of its
Yeah,
turns.
yeah. It takes at the start of each of its turns. Yeah,
it
great.
does combust into fire.
So as you do God, this poor cat. As you do a flip over this thing and whack it with a searing smite, it immediately bursts into flames and is on fire and having the worst time of its life. That is amazing. Well done. So yeah, it's on fire. It's going to be taking fire damage on its turn. Brie, you're up. Unless there was anything else you
Yeah.
wanted to do, Ydin.
I would just like to imagine, like, for them, they just see Bree's right arm completely drenched in blood.
Yeah.
Not theirs though. Kind of just looks casually at Brandon and the fighting style and just kind of says, Sir Brandon, the people that we're looking for have signs within the cave.
No.
They were here.
Good to know.
Let's handle these and let's look around.
Yep, sounds good.
Sounds good. And then Bree is just gonna attack. Unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
And yeah, just once again, just swiping at it with its like bare hands with her nails.
All right.
Who's
Are
6
you like
points
an
of
elf
damage.
or something? Or a shifter or something like that?
No, just an elf with that came from a very specific tribe in the
Okay.
That you have
Listen,
no
you will
knowledge
learn-
of. Yeah.
You will learn more about that
will
later.
learn.
Don't worry.
Well, you
Later.
can ask.
All right.
Like you can ask. Bree will just tell you. But yes, I'll just swipe at it. That's my turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Just shook. It is on death's door right now. You also think the fire might just kill it. I like to imagine that it's like you now have this is super cool because remember Eden's got like the gleaming armor, so it's now getting hit with so many different light sources at this moment, from the fire of the of the cat, the light from the moonlit great sword, the torch light. So it's just like a disco ball of radiant colors that now flood the cavern side. All right, is that your turn?
I believe that would be Bree's turn. Unless
Yeah.
That's it.
Bree is
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just see if this thing just dies outright.
Yep.
Yeah, it's done. So as you see it, like it starts to scorch, the Crag Cat falls down. The Crag Cat over there is gonna look at you guys, and is immediately gonna be like, "Nope." And this is
I'm out of here.
you get the sense it's trying to dig its way up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can
Um,
imagine after Craig watched Craig and Craig get killed.
yeah, it was like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. So it's up to you. You get the sense where if you just leave this cat alone, it's gonna just dig its way up and get the hell out of there. It's up to
Yeah,
you
I'm
what you want
not
to do.
gonna run it down and kill it.
Well,
it's one thing if
alright.
it's attacking me, but
Okay. But
Brandon's
it's
not
still
bloodthirsty.
it's still in the cave, so it's not gonna come back and attack us.
No, you
Okay,
think
okay, got it.
Ragnar like you get the sense where everybody has ascertained that
Mm-hmm.
this thing is not going to fight anymore.
Got it.
And even just a couple seconds later, you do get the sense that it kind of like starts digging its way out.
Okay.
So for the time being, I will say that the combat is
over.
halted.
Okay,
Okay,
I
good.
will move towards the. I guess I want to know what like turn my magic against me.
Oh, you're gonna look at the pelts?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look. What the fuck? I was like,
Boy starts
Yeah.
sniffing.
Got bamboozled. Got a bit spooked.
yeah.
You get the sense that I'll just say like just by investigating this,
Okay.
they have what is known as spell turning. They have advantage on saving throws against any spell that targets only the cat. So AoEs don't work on this.
Okay.
And if the cat's saving throw succeeds and the spell is 7th level or lower, the spell has no effect on the cat and instead
Seventh
targets the caster.
Level. God dang it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that it's like, oh yeah, by the way, if this is like under 7th level, this shit
Yo,
has a chance of
Get
bouncing
the
back.
belt, bro. Make it a magic item.
Yeah, I'm gonna like peel its pelt off, I guess. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I guess if you want to take the time.
I want to take some time to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look towards
Um,
Brandon and Eden. I'll
yeah.
just ask like, so, there was an entrance to this cave. Where was it?
Further back.
Hold on, aren't
No.
you hurt?
Oh, no, this is not my blood. It's the cat's.
I didn't do a single point of fucking damage.
Yeah.
Brie kind of just wipes the blood away, and there's actually like no wounds on Brie, and then you realize that like there's one big puncture wound on like the neck of the Crag Cat, and I think you can tell like Brie just kind of stuck her entire arm in there for a finishing blow.
Yeah, it was a shunk.
That's a Mortal Kombat finisher right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. You can fucking fight?
Yes, I can. I don't know what gave you the impression that I could not.
Boy looks at
Brandon-
you, Eden, and goes, "Oh." Not
Eden takes a moment to like reevaluate her own. What's the word for this? I
feelings.
guess prejudices. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you, Eden, you didn't get to see like a lot of this fight, but even just looking at all the kicks and broken bones and puncture wounds, like Brie definitely has a side of her that you were not expecting.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's
just like I found their old camping site here. We should explore around. They might be around here, or at least we can find out where they've exited, and we can follow those tracks.
All right, I will say, Regnar, if you want to start like taking your knife out and
Yeah.
carving the pelts, I will
when
allow
they
you
were
to do
talking,
that.
I already do that. So
Yeah,
I
well,
already did
we're
that,
gonna get to
so-
how successful you are at that.
Alright, so-
but as
Can
you're
I
as
give
you're
him
Yeah, he can
advantage
help,
on
yeah.
the check?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's because I'm an experienced ranger. I've
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
killed
you know what?
things in my day.
Yeah.
all right. So I'll say while you guys are doing that, Eden and Bree, do you guys want to just continue investigating the caverns to look for clues?
Yeah. I'll get like a
Okay.
lantern out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you've got that cool lantern.
Yeah.
So you pull that out, you light it. I'm trying to remember the distance of a lantern. Wait, no, I have it. Lantern hooded is 30 feet.
Yay.
So I will give you a 30 feet light radius, and you should be able to see that right now. All the bubbles.
Yippee!
Yay.
So, also, like I said, whenever a light source is near Eden, it's always prismatic because of her gleaming armor. So it's got that cool effect. If anything, it's really reflecting off of the icy
Nice.
floor that you
A
guys are
disco
currently
ball.
standing on. Yeah. So I will say, Bree and Eden, you guys can either make perception or investigation checks, whichever you prefer. Damn,
Okay,
Brie.
okay,
Nice.
come on. Oh.
This
Why is she so
Brie's-
goated this
Yeah.
session?
This is Bree's session. Bree was like,
Yeah.
it's time. It's time.
It's time for natural
All right,
20s
gotta pull
to
out the
roll.
sleeves. Gotta farm
Yeah.
some aura right now.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you guys begin to investigate, I'll just reveal the whole map.
All right, cool.
Ydin is the one to find this specifically.
Okay.
Tucked away in the corner is a massive pile of bones.
Oh no.
But because you rolled a natural 20, Bree, as you walk by, as like Ydin points out, I found like some corpses, or at least like skeletal remains. You take a look, all of these look quite old, like meat picked off the bone, and possibly like
Decades.
months of decay.
Okay.
And that would not fit the timeline of the adventurers. You get the sense that there have been adventurers who've climbed up this mountain in the past and have met a grisly end, and this is the remains of them. And with that natural 20, as you kind of pick through the bones, Bree, you actually discover some hidden stuff.
No.
Okay.
You find a potion of healing.
Nice.
Oh, great.
Dub.
You find 2 scrolls, magic scrolls. One is, let's see here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna actually
Take your
roll for
time.
this, if you don't mind.
Does Eden have any specific reaction to the pile of bodies?
I'm curious. Does she have a reaction to that?
Eden just. What would she react? I think she would look disgusted at first. Turn her head away. But then like take a breath, steel herself, walk forward, and just say a prayer.
Okay. I will say this. It does make sense, because the one thing, Eden, that hits you, it's not even the sight, it's the smell. The smell of these bones, it does have a bit of a rank, and that kind of catches you off guard. But you do kind of steel yourself. Your kind of like soldier-like abilities, kind of like, your training kicks in. So you find a scroll of fog cloud, and you find a scroll of sanctuary.
Nice.
So you can add that to your inventory, along with the very basic potion of healing. If you want to divvy that up, you can as well.
Yeah. I want to keep the potion of healing. About which one? Do any of you guys have any specific wants here for the fog cloud or sanctuary?
Well, it's up to you. Like, you guys found it. You guys have dibs. Besides, me and Brandon, we're still peeling off the pellets of the cats. Yeah, we're in the middle of things, okay?
The only person who knows you guys
Yeah.
found stuff is Eden at the moment. So if you guys are like, haha, they're lost.
Yeah.
I'd love sanctuary.
Take it.
None.
I'll keep fog cloud then.
Take it.
All right. So add a scroll of
I assume
sanctuary.
First level, right?
Yeah, first
I
level.
don't think they have. Yeah, I don't think they have like upcasts. So yeah.
Yeah, what usually I will, if it is a upcasted scroll, I will specify. In most cases, it's just like first level or second level.
Yeah.
The
level
proper
they
level
are
of the
at.
spell.
Yeah.
And Bree, well, actually, you know what? Well, before we continue with that, I will say whoever has the better survival check, you can do it with advantage to cut the pelts.
Well, it's obviously Brandon.
Yeah, I think
It's
Brandon's gonna have
obviously
to.
man. I'll just help him, man.
So
mean-
I like the idea that Ragnar's like, I've got this, and Brandon just takes
No,
the
no,
carving
no.
knife.
I was like, the moment Brandon stepped in, I was like, yeah, sure, take it. It's all yours, man. Like, I just
Okay.
want the pelt. I don't care who cuts it.
Okay.
Yep.
Should I make a survival check with
I
advantage?
will
then?
help him.
To-
Yes, I'll try to help at least. Do it.
All right.
All right.
13?
Flicked. That's a 13.
That's a 13.
13. You know
Thankfully.
what? That's. Oh, geez. Good thing you rolled with advantage.
Yeah. I helped. Yes.
I will say with a 13, you aren't successfully able to get 2 pelts,
Okay.
but you are successfully able to get at least 1 off of this.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I will say add 1 Crag
Cool.
Cat pelt.
All right. Cool.
All right.
One.
I will load that one up into my saddlebags.
Nice. And like Peanut's got a bunch of saddlebags, so you easily just like
Yeah.
and Peanut's like
Mhm.
and
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Can I
Peanuts some
take the
pets.
cat's teeth? One, just a few.
yeah, you know what? I'll say that, no check required. You pop some of the teeth, and I'll say we'll say add 5 Crag Cat fangs. Why not?
Thanks.
And Ydin and Brie, as you guys continue investigating the caverns, the last thing you see is tucked away what looks to be almost like a little. It's like an ancient, like sanctuary, kind of. You're not quite sure.
Like some sort of temple, kind of like
Where?
a ruin, like.
Oh.
away.
It has a depiction of what appears to be some sort of draconic figure, and
Ooh.
there is something inscribed on the stone
How many
tablet.
heads does this draconic figure have?
Wait.
Just
wait.
one.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Because if
It's
it was
not
5, I was
TMS.
just saying,
If
run away.
Oh no.
If I heard 5,
I'd be like, okay, guys, I'm gonna drop that
Yeah,
Crag
we're
Cat
done.
fight. That was
We're
way
done.
too easy for you.
Yeah.
You guys need a
Uh-oh.
challenge.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so okay. So we see was it an inscription or was it like bones? Like, can we?
It is a stone. It's a stone tablet.
Oh, stone
That has,
tablet.
that has like an etching of some
Okay.
draconic-like figure or a dragon, possibly.
it.
And there is a wording on the bottom that.
What does it say?
There is wording on the bottom that, well, it's in Draconic.
I
Who
know
speaks
Draconic.
Draconic? Oh,
I have
okay. So
wait, Robin, I have a question for you. Does Regnar notice the literal skeletal dragon underneath the ice sheet?
Yeah, I think so because now he has torch. When we're pelting the animals, obviously we see that. So
yeah,
So
Yeah.
I know you have a thing with dragons. So I just
yeah,
wonder
so
what
that's why I'm
Ragnar's
asking
reaction is.
first. Like, I see the
Okay.
dragons down there. Can I see if I could take something off of it? I don't know.
okay. We'll do two things first. Ragnar, first off, I want you to make we'll say a survival check for that skeletal bones.
Okay. Survival. I still have the bardic inspiration from previously.
Okay.
I
5.
I
would say.
yeah. You know?
I would say unless you want to use lucky again.
No, I have bardic because of.
Oh, I
from-
see.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to ask. So, Brie, with your bardic, does that mean I still have the? How much is it? 1d6.
Oh, it's a D6. Yeah, technically you could
Yeah,
use your bardic. Yeah.
It lasts for an hour, so yes.
Okay,
you should
so
have it.
slash roll 1d6. So 9. That's not great.
Okay, I will say, just like looking at this skeletal remains, like it could be draconic in nature. You're not sure necessarily. It could just be like some strange animal. The bone is really frozen in, and it's hard, like it's almost like encased. So I would say with a 9, you get a very small bone shard.
Can I?
Asterisk.
Okay.
Just put.
That's survival. Can I say I use my magic to melt the ice?
I
have
you're
dragon's
gonna use
breath.
fireball.
No, I have dragon's breath.
Oh, you're gonna use dragon breath?
Yes.
Huh. Okay, let me
Do
think
we
about
see this? Wait, do we see this? First
No,
of
you
all?
guys are gonna see this. This is too cool to not be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are going over there.
You're
Okay,
back.
so this is what transpires.
Yeah.
There's something that your obsessive nature
Yeah.
that just needs to discover this, And you see Regnar for the first time as the group. You see his eyes almost start to turn slightly reptilian, and you see a shimmer of scales kind of like appear on his skin for just the briefest of seconds. And as he opens his mouth, he exhales a 15-foot cone of fiery energy, and it begins to melt the ice that is encased this skeletal remain. And you see you have a much easier time probably carving a piece of this horn.
Nice.
What's interesting from your perspective, Regnar, as you cast this dragon's breath, you feel like you've always done this. Like you feel like even though this is the first time you've done this, there's something about it that just seems like natural to you.
Nice. Can I just add that?
And the rest of you,
Yeah.
Ydin, Brie, and Brandon, you and Boy and Peanut are all just standing there as you turn around and go, "Oh, hey guys."
Yeah. No, can I just say that the fire still like breathe out of my mouth, and my eyes just turn pure molten gold for a brief second, just like. And I turned around. I was like, I guess we're done here. Hey,
Just to say, oh, you're a dragon. I see.
Wonderful. We have
What?
a dragon
We get
with
3
a
wishes.
companionship.
yeah. What do you mean I'm a dragon? I'm not a dragon. I'm still human. Like, I wish I could be a dragon, but that's just out of
You
the
just
realm of
breathe
possible.
fire, and your eyes look like a lizard's.
Yeah, that's the effect. That's the effect of the blood of what grants me magic, whatever. Yeah. I guess we can move now.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
Could just be the chili you ate yesterday.
Yeah, it could just be the chili. I mean, they are spicy. Yeah, it's amazing they
God
can find
damn
chilies
it.
in this cold place. So, yeah.
As you say that, Ydin, Peanut's gonna look at you and kind of go,
What does Peanut do?
Peanut just looks at Ydin and kind of goes, "Roo."
Yeah. All right.
He doesn't say it in common,
Yeah.
but you got the gist of
Yeah.
what he was saying.
All right.
Well,
we'll
Ragnar,
go-
There is
if you are into
Yes.
if you are of dragon descent, there is a shrine or a monument of sorts that is of draconic origin.
All right.
Would you
Let's
like
take
to
a
see
look.
it?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Boop. You guys end up over here.
All right.
And I will say, Ragnar,
Yes.
you specifically, I want you to make an investigation check. And I will give you advantage in this particular
Please
case.
be good. Come on. Come on. 17. When it counts. When it counts. When it counts. Yes.
One, you can read Draconic.
Yes.
And as you look at the little sanctuary, you read the inscription that says simply Zangorn.
Wait. Zancorn?
Zangorn.
How do you spell it?
I will spell it for you.
Thank you. Just one word? Okay. Interesting.
Zangorn. And there's that moment where you clock the name of the mountain that you guys are on.
Ooh.
Zangorn's Peak.
Oh.
So this might be this Asian dragon's lair once. Whatever the body.
And weirdly, and this is only you feel this, and currently if you hide this from everybody, it will be hidden.
Okay.
A wave of nostalgia hits you, and you don't know why.
Is it a good feel of nostalgia, or is it like resentment
like-
feel of
It's
nostalgia?
not resentment.
Okay.
It's just a simple happy nostalgia
Okay.
for a place you've never been before.
Okay. Happy.
And that's it.
Okay, got it.
But with that, you've basically explored everywhere in the cavern, so you can
Cool.
continue your journey if you want
yeah.
to.
Is there any tracks? Like I saw tracks from the camp, right? Do we know where it's leading? Like
Yeah, it's leading that away.
Yeah, well, Brandon and Eden went this way, so we should just go there the way they came in. So that should be easy.
Yeah.
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 All right. So as that happens, you guys continue your way up the mountainside.
Okay. I will ask the
and-
two. Did you guys
is
found
Peanut carrying
anything?
all four of us? Is Peanut carrying all four of us to climb up? Just
I will say I will not make you guys have to make checks on the way up because
Yeah.
you're doing it slow and you're taking your time. But yes, Peanut is currently carrying
That
all
guy
four
is
of
a
you.
work.
You
What
know
a
what?
bike.
I will say, like Ragnar uses his rope dart to just use it as a leverage to climb, so he doesn't, stay on Peanut. Yeah, to ease on the burden because he knows like 2 is already up its limit, so 3 is like 3 and 4 is like nah, not good. So yeah.
And as you climb, you reach what appears to be a steep, snow-covered incline, dotted with jagged rocks. And lying face down in the snow appears to be a humanoid figure.
Okay. I'll
Wee
check.
woo, wee woo.
We'll
Wee woo,
check,
wee woo.
I guess.
All right, you're gonna
Actually,
run
I'm
over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a perception check from here just
Just to
see
be
what we
sure.
can
Okay.
identify, just to be safe.
Okay.
So let's see what I can see.
By the way, what time is it?
Hey,
right
do
now?
they have legs?
Oh.
Sure they have legs.
Okay.
You are you try and peer, and all that you notice is how high you are now up, and you're
Okay.
like that kind of gathers your attention.
Okay.
Oh, Ragnar, did you make it? Oh no, that was for something else. Never
Yeah,
mind.
I just want to ask,
I'll-
what time is it? Like, was it like going to
I would
go to
say
dark
right now it is 11 a.m.
now? Okay, so it's near darkness. Okay.
Once it hits noon, you're
Yeah.
gonna be hitting sunset.
All right. Good thing we still have the torch. I will go to the thing, not rush, but just
Just the figure.
carefully. Yeah, go to the figure, check it to see
Yeah.
what's happening.
Eden's got her little wee woo, siren
Yeah.
going. And as you approach, you see a rugged-looking furbolg who reminds you of the description that Keegan gave.
Is
He has
the
a
Furbolg conscious?
ginger-like beard. Currently, he is very he's unconscious at this time.
Yeah. Fuck.
But he does seem like he's breathing.
All right.
So you may have to do like a basic medicine check or something to kind of wake him up.
I'll look at Eden.
Lay on hands.
Yeah.
Oh, just lay on hands? Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
So Eden, you walk over, you immediately cast lay on hands, and you hear the figure kind of breathe in. Oh. And he kind of blinks his eyes and goes, "Oh. You guys are friendly, right?"
Well, I believe so. We were
Your
sent
husband
by.
sent us.
Yeah.
But immediately before he can even get up, he is tackled down by Boy, who's just licking his face.
Yeah.
And Boy's just going, and he's just wagging his tail like super aggressively.
Nice.
And you see the figure kind of like scratch Boy, very similar to how you kind of calmed him down, Brie. And as he kind of starts to get up to his feet, he says, "So you must have met my husband, Garet, or my husband, Keegan.
Keegan.
My name is Garet.
Okay.
I get my names confused from time to time. I have a lot of exhaustion on this mountain."
It happens to the best of us. Can you move?
How did? Kind of. I'm a bit exhausted, but how did you guys get up here?
Well, like we said, your husband sent us. We there was an avalanche. We managed to go through a underground, well, under mountain tunnel, sort of middle mountain tunnel, whatever. Yeah. To
That ice cavern, right?
yes, yes, I believe that's what they call it. Yeah.
How did you get past the Crag Cats?
Well, we killed 2 of them, so and one just fled. So
His eyes kind of go wide as you say,
Yeah, it's
"Oh,
nothing.
we just killed them."
Yeah,
like,
it's nothing.
Like nothing.
We got a monk, like super, fierce monk. I
I
pointed
like the
Brie
idea
right
that
there.
Ragnar doesn't even know what class Brie is. It's
Yeah,
like, oh,
it's
she's a
like
monk.
the dude can,
You
the
say-
girl can
you say
fight.
we have a monk.
Yeah,
You say we have a monk, and then like Bree's like, we have a monk.
I point
And
the
then
finger
she,
to Brie.
She says that with like an entire right arm still stained in red.
Yeah.
Because that's not coming off for a bit.
Yeah. Yep.
Peanut, as you say that, Peanut just slams his head into the snow.
Yeah.
He's just like,
yeah.
I wish I was with somebody else right now.
Anyway.
But
Who
Garet says,
or what attacked you?
Again.
Yeah. So Garrett.
oh,
did your teammate
long-
do this to you?
no, I was guiding my group, my companions, Mokingo, Goliath, Perilu, Halfling, and Asterix, Tiefling. And we were to explore the mountain for a little bit to gather resources. There's certain magical materials that crafters tend to want to collect on the mountainside of Zangorn. But as we made camp in that cavern, we discovered that it was the home of that pack of Crag Cats. We had to move quickly. We didn't have a chance to get most of our gear, but we grabbed what we could, and we made our way up as north as we could. Unfortunately, I had to throw caution to the wind because I was concerned with the pack keeping up with us. And unfortunately, that recklessness led to disaster. We were lured away, I guess, and, well, a Yeti attacked us.
A Yeti.
Yes, dangerous creatures. And I was able to escape. Oh, yes, kind one.
Sorry, aren't those not real? Just folk.
Oh, they are
folklore?
very real, young one. They are and he has like this like Vietnam stare.
Yeah.
Oh, they're very real. He does kind of chuckle for a second, and he says, as somebody who has spent all their life in Icewind Dale, you tend to learn the difference between fable and truth as you spend time here.
Okay, so Bigfoot is real. You were attacked by one of them? 2 of them? How many of them?
I believe it was just one, as far as I could tell. I dare not say there could be more, but I only ever saw the one.
And so your companions got separated?
Yes.
Did you...
Well, I don't know what this. I've been trying to find them. I mean, I have to finish what I started. I have to go and find them, but
I don't
and
think
he
you're
has
in
a whole-
any condition doing so. We healed you a bit, but I don't think you're, equipped to do this.
I have to do something. It's not right to just abandon
to
them
us.
for my sake.
Just tell us what they look like. We'll get them for you if they're still alive. I have to mind you, that's a highly chance they might be. You were lucky. If we didn't find you, you could be dead. Just saying.
Yeah,
We have to face the
might have
reality.
frozen out there.
Yep.
And boy kind of like moves over next to Garrett and kind of gives him like a little bit of like a concerned whimper as you see like boy definitely
Yeah.
able to tell that his master is very weak at this moment.
Yeah.
Garet is
can
actually
I-
taken. Oh yes, yes.
Sorry, while this is happening, I think meantime Bree's gonna look around and see if there's any signs of the other adventurers.
The tracks, yeah.
Yeah, because like if we need to know if they are even alive. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay. I would say make a survival or an investigation check.
Can we help each other?
I would
20
say you could have given advantage, so that's
Thank
an
you,
actual
24.
20.
Yeah.
Bree is unstoppable.
Yes.
Bree, you just take a deep breath and kind of breathe in the cold winter air, and you start looking around the landscape. The first thing you pick up is that ahead of Garet and the group is a bit of a climb, and you definitely see signs of like climbing gear that had been used, like marks in the stone. So you definitely know that the group climbed up at some point. The other thing that you ascertain is that peering ahead, using your 60 foot of dark vision to kind of enhance your senses, you get the sense that they scattered in multiple directions. So some of them could have survived, some of them maybe not so lucky. It's not impossible to survive on this mountain. If anything, Garet managed to pull it off. And for all you know, like these adventurers could be capable or just as strong as you guys. So,
Yeah.
and you guys are able to handle the Crag Cats. So, it's not impossible, but you do have that sense where there is still a likelihood that some of them may have perished.
Okay. Out of curiosity, so we are looking at. Is this a map of sort?
Yeah, do you see? You guys are on the correct page, right? You see the map.
I
Yeah.
only see
By the mountain.
part of it, so I only see where Brandon is at. So is that correct?
Yeah, that's the party marker.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys are right there. You know that
Can
the
we go
mountain,
which direction? We can go which direction? Up, right?
up. Yeah.
Upwards?
If you notice the little blue like dot
Yeah.
line,
So what about here? There's nothing here. Because-
no, you get the sense. You get the sense that if you were to follow the tracks, it would lead upwards.
All right.
Um. So,
You know what?
but oh yeah.
No, I look at the group as like, so he is severely wounded. He can't really move. We can't really carry him or take him if the Bigfoot shows up. Should we just take him back to the cave or somewhere safer?
Garet does think for a moment, and he says, "I don't want to be a burden, but if you do promise me, promise me that you would go and at least search for them, I could make my way down the mountain. If I had Boy with me, he could help lead me. I'm exhausted, but I could probably make it down on my own. Or I could go and stay at that cavern if you think it is safe enough."
We just killed two
if
of the
you're-
Crag
Probably
Cats,
not.
so I think
One of the cats escaped, and
Yeah.
then it could just return. So I rather.
well,
not.
but it's super scared.
It-
So sorry. Eden, you were
Sorry.
about to say?
If you are able to get to the base of the mountain, the rest of your dogs are still waiting there.
That
He actually looks kind of shocked, and he's like, "I'm kind of surprised they stayed there that long.
Well, they were.
I would
cute.
have expected them."
Dogs.
Yeah. We pet the dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
behaved.
And as you say that, yes, loyal companions. And he scritches Boy a little bit.
Yep.
I will make my way to the base of the mountain then. But please, look for that group. I'll
What
give
do
you
they
just a
look
quick
like?
description.
Yes.
Well, Makingo is a male Goliath, tall man. He seemed like he wanted to test his mettle against the elements. Looking for somebody. He said his name was Oyam Tarok. I'll put that name.
That is super hard to pronounce. but
It's
okay.
it's a very hard to pronounce name, and I
Yeah.
probably pronounced it wrong anyway. But
fine.
this is the name that they mentioned. Perilu, kind-hearted. She definitely seemed like she was kind of had a caregiver nature. Kind of reminded me a little bit like you, young one. kind of looks at you, Ydin. And then the tiefling
What is
woman.
she's a human, like Paralu?
Paralu's a halfling.
Oh,
Lightfoot
got it.
halfling.
It's a
and
she,
then
right?
he finally said,
You
"Yeah,
said
she.
it's a
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
yeah."
Thank you.
And then Asterix, the female tiefling.
Oh, a female as well. Okay, got it.
Yeah, it was 2 girls and 1 boy.
Got it.
Asterix, the tiefling, didn't really get to know her that much. She mostly kind of mumbled and sweared.
Okay.
She seemed like she didn't want to be there, but was there regardless. I don't know her story, sorry. But,
Oh, good.
those are the 3.
Okay.
I'm good.
Alright.
Should
And,
be relatively easy to spot, given their nature.
I can leave you, well, he kind of thinks for a moment. I could try and make the climb down by myself, but I could also lend you my climber's kit if you think that would help.
That would definitely help. But do you need them to climb down? If you
Ye-
do, we're not gonna take it.
Yeah. No, I just said no. You need it.
Yeah,
to
if you
climb
need
down.
it, we're not gonna take it. You just climb it down. Just make sure yourself is safe. We don't want to abandon our mission. Well, because technically we just took the mission to save you. So yeah, any token that could, identify us as your companion, that would be good.
He thinks for a moment, and he kind of reaches, because remember, Keegan mentioned that he worked with Scrimshaw.
Yeah.
And he reaches into his coat, and he has what appears to be a bone necklace that's like beautifully made and looks
Okay.
like etched, and has what appears to be primordial letters etched
Okay.
onto it.
Okay.
And he kind of hands it to you.
Got it.
They've seen me wearing this around the camp. If you have that, they'll know that you made contact with me.
Okay. We'll try to find them, and if we can, or if they, face their inevitable demise, I will return this to you. So, just make sure you're down there safe. Just saying.
All right.
Mhm.
He gives you a nod, and he starts making his way down. And Boy's gonna look at you guys one last time,
Yeah.
and he's just gonna rub his neck a little bit against everybody, like
Yeah,
a thankful,
Aw.
I
gesture.
especially pat him on the neck, just like stroke a little bit, just like, good boy.
Pat him on the head.
Yeah.
Even Peanut walks
Lick.
over and takes his hoof and just tap.
Yeah. Tap tap.
Actually,
I thought it was gonna lick it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Yeah.
it-
Lick.
Okay, he can. You know what? That makes more sense than
Yeah.
him trying to pat him. I don't want
Not
to
trying
break the
stop
immersion or
dog.
anything
Yeah.
like that. All right, so the boy and Garet will make their way down the mountain.
All right.
But first things first, you have a bit of a climb that you'll need to do.
Okay.
At this point, you see that there is a sort of zigzag, kind of similar to how Brandon and Ydin had to descend, except this time you'll be scaling narrow ledges and icy cliffs.
Peanut, do your thing.
Yep.
All right, so I will say this: realistically, Peanut could probably carry 2 people.
I will climb.
Goat-wise, and I would say every 2 people will have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I'll use the rope dagger. to climb.
Can't we just let 2 people go up first and then Peanut comes back down for the rest of us?
You know what?
Well,
That's absolutely
Fine,
possible.
Fine, I will guide Peanut up and then back down. It's gonna be a couple trips, but
Yeah.
All
it's
right,
gonna take time, and it'll probably be nighttime by the time we're
Yeah,
finished.
that's what I worried about. I want.
As a
Okay, go for it.
DM,
Yep.
this is what I will say. If you will do this at once and you hoof it, you will probably get to the top of this climb before the sun sets. If you do this, go up and make trips with Peanut, it's absolutely possible, and the check will be much lower because Peanut will have to just make one decent check, and then he'll be able to do it. But it will be night. by the time you make it up.
Oh no. Okay, let's
Well,
You guys are really like, nah, nobody
hold
likes
on,
nighttime.
hold on. We still need to set up camp no matter what, because even if we go up fast, it's near nighttime. We just have probably 10 minutes before sundown. So
I mean,
The other thing you also
Yeah.
have to consider is that if there are adventurers that are still alive, any time that you use to delay
Yeah,
would
I was
gonna say-
will
that is also true.
decrease their
Chance of
so that's up to
survival.
you.
climb it, gents. Let's climb
You know
it.
what?
I guess who's
I'll
the
climb.
worst?
I'll climb.
Okay.
What's the check for climbing? Is
Yeah.
it
It's going to be
athletics?
athletics. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh no!
no need.
Wait.
Uh,
DM,
good,
DM,
lads.
DM. Can I say acrobatics because I use rope dart as a tool to climb?
We've had this discussion
Ah,
before.
okay, no.
This is
Yeah.
where Ragnar's one weakness that he doesn't
Yeah.
like admitting to everybody is
what-
his
what-
strength
what's-
score.
what's
Actually,
Brandon's
I have an
athletics?
idea. I do
Yeah.
have an
Okay.
idea. Brandon is a big old strong guy, so Peanut will carry Brandon and one companion. If we tied rope around the waist of two people,
Yeah.
Brandon
should
could
be
hold
easier
onto
then?
it while Peanut goes leaping up the side of the mountain, and Brandon would have to make just the athletics check to hold them up.
Okay, that
Would that
seems
work?
reasonable.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
that
I
seems
like it.
reasonable.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay,
Whoever is
Regnar.
riding with me, can you also give me a hand holding this rope? We need every
Uh,
advantage for this climb.
Yeah. I don't think I have enough strength to do that, so I'll be the one gets roped.
Yeah, true.
Tied up on the rope.
You're gonna be craned
Yeah.
up the
Besides,
mountainside.
I'm thin. Like I said. Like
You are light.
Yeah,
I will
I'm
say
super
this: you have a
light.
lighter frame,
Yeah.
so this is probably the best course of action.
Yeah.
So I would say, so Brandon. So you're saying Brandon, you're gonna ride Peanut with somebody as backup.
I guess that would be
Yes.
Brie then, because I know Ydin wants to climb.
Eden has decent athletics, so that would probably make the most sense.
None.
Wait. I know that's what's gonna go. I just do want to point out though that Eden's wearing full armor. And
Nah,
then
it's fine. It's fine.
It's just another Tuesday, bruv.
Yeah.
Listen, the descent went so well. I'm sure the ascent will go fine.
Alright, okay,
Shall I
I'll
make
hold on
an
to-
athletics check with advantage then to
Do
haul
it.
everyone up?
do it.
I would say, so this is what we'll do. First things first, Peanut needs to make an athletics check. Let's start with that first.
All right, Peanuts, don't let me down. Peanut, let me down.
Oh boy.
Okay, here's the good news. DC was 10.
Oh boy!
Peanut
Yay.
is successfully, and this is also coupled with the fact that Peanut is just a god at climbing things, apparently. So as Peanut starts mountain goat hopping his way up this icy cliffside, I would say to hold on to Regnar, Brandon, make an athletics check with advantage.
Coming up. That's another 10.
Okay, DC 10 is what you're looking for. So
Oh,
as
boy.
Oh boy!
it's a little close at a couple times as you're kind of like holding on, and a couple times even you with your strength, Brandon, you start to slip, and that's when Brie kind of like grabs on and like really uses her abilities to pull as well. And so you are successfully, the three of you have successfully making this climb. The only one that's left is Ydin.
All right, let's do this.
Come on!
I believe
Put two.
gauntlets slam together.
Nice.
Hey, all right. So
in
you
armor.
easily
No sweat.
climbing. So as the four of you climb this perilous mountainside, luckily enough, you guys make it up to the top of the mountain, and it is 11 a.m. You don't have to worry about light disappearing, because you did decent on your athletics checks. If you had not rolled well, there would have
Okay.
been some consequences.
All right.
Good.
So what do we see?
As you first off, as you kind of like climb up ahead, Brie, your investigation check was immaculate, so this is helping a lot with this. You see what appears to be a frozen cave up ahead, that leads into a darkened interior.
Okay.
And if you look on the left side of the map, you should see
Oh, okay.
the
it's
map
right
continue.
here. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And how could I forget Peanut? I gotta go grab him. Hold on.
Don't worry.
Peanut,
Wait, a quick
Peanut?
question. Who else has dark vision?
Well, I guess only
no one.
you.
Silence.
I guess only
It's
you.
human.
Yeah. We're all filthy humans. Humans.
Okay, guys, hold hands. Don't let go.
Well, now it's daytime.
Let's-
Okay, now it's daytime. Like we still
It is
have an hour.
daytime,
We still
but
have
the
an
cave
hour.
is completely dark.
Yeah.
But the cave is dark.
So that's actually a good point to that.
Oh, I'll
wanna
just
ask.
take out the torch again, I guess.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
torch it is. We're not
Yeah.
stealthing. I mean, to be fair, compared to earlier, this is fine. We
Yeah.
have the.
All right,
we
I'm
have
actually
the
gonna
car.
grab your tokens from the cavern because they're already set up.
Okay.
Oh,
By the way, can we say we put the torch on top of Peanut? Just tie it on his horn?
No.
so we don't have
No,
something
but
to
We're
do.
not
it's like
setting my bison on fire,
overruled.
sir.
No, it's not setting him on fire. It's just like let him carry the torch
My
for
axe
us.
glows. That should be good enough.
How
Overruled.
far?
You know what? You know,
Robin,
yeah,
Robin, I only
Ragnar,
need
as
one
you
hand.
Ragnar, as you suggest that, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oh no, Peanut.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Peanut, chuck him off.
6. Yeah. When it matters.
Oh, no.
When it matters. Yeah.
Peanut just bumps into you
Oh,
very
ow.
on purpose and knocks you face first into the snow.
Oh.
Yes.
I
And as you go
grabbed
face first,
the-
Brandon is going to take out his axe and light it up and says, "There's no need to put a torch on my bison.
Come
This
on,
will do
Peanut.
just fine."
It was just to. It's not gonna light you up. Okay. Oh, fine. Yeah.
Peanut's just staring at you now.
Brandon's pulling out his axe and lighting it up is both like a
if
statement of
if Peanut had an affinity Google Doc, you would be at 0.1.
yeah. And Brandon pulling out his axe and lighting it up is both like a statement of we don't need the torch, and it's also a threat. Do not light my bison on fire.
Fine.
All right. But as you guys have your light sources, there are a couple things that you notice. So
Okay.
I'll say that you guys do move forward.
Okay.
Right about there. You pick up what appears to be a large, like, chasm, and sort of some natural, like, sort of like bridges, like rocky terrain bridges that are over this giant chasm. There's two to be, in fact. One of them seems to be made over good old rock and stone, and the other seems to be made out of ice.
Oh, guys.
Guys, why don't we just I really want to fall down the cavern.
Yeah, I
really
wanna.
do.
Why?
To be fair, I want to go down the cavern. No, I'm not kidding. I want to go down the cavern to see if there's something down there.
It's like, you know, I keep thinking of like Dark Souls where Patch is just like, look
Yeah.
at all the treasures that are in that pit.
Yeah.
Come take a look with me.
Yeah.
But yes,
Can I see
just
what leads here? Like, I have dark vision, so I
Yeah.
can like peer. a
Well,
bit further,
and
like-
also we have
Um,
lights, so yeah, right now.
yeah, I will say that there seems to be a small path leading forward, but I'll describe a little bit more in detail. You see that this cave has a 20-foot high concave roof. Most of the floor has like fallen away, forming a chasm of 80 feet. All that's left on the floor is a rocky ledge connecting to another area by a natural stone bridge that seems safe to cross. And a 1-foot thick sheet of ice spans the southern part of the chasm. And
Hold on. What's here? This seems like another direction. Is that another cave?
you see that seems to be a path leading forward, and I will actually say this: there are tracks leading into the cave, and then there are tracks leading in that direction as well.
All right. I will. I don't. Hold on. But we're staying at a cave. I kind of want to go this way to check because I feel like we're gonna find one of them here. And I feel like if anyone is still remaining, it's probably up there. Because the chasm doesn't seem like a safe place normal people would just go in. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I mean it's better to just check our bases. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel
it
like
out.
one of them could probably just end up falling into the endless pit, and we might find his head down there. But because this road seems much safer to escape, I mean, that's my theory. It's up to you guys.
It's up to
let's
you.
check it
You
out.
can
I
explore the
mean-
cavern. You can go up the
I mean-
trail.
I mean,
It's up
this
to
one
you.
I'm
seems
gonna
like
check the cavern. Just walk in with my thing, see what I can see.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna keep going? I'm assuming you're not gonna take the icy bridge. You're gonna take the
No.
Just
the
standing
stone
by
bridge?
the side,
Rock and
probably.
stone.
Just yeah.
Rock
just
and
probably just see it.
So
here.
you can move your character in that
Wait,
direction for sure.
I thought we were going here to just make.
Yeah,
sure
I
we
want to
rule
I
out
want to
any
go
other
this
further
way, but I'll let Brendan just check down the chasm, I guess. Yeah. He said he's
okay,
gonna
well,
take
let's say- okay,
a torch. Dude.
I'll say Brandon. Don't worry, Eden.
Yeah.
I'm sure we will
You
have
have
that
plenty
opportunity.
to do so.
All right. I will say, Brandon, as you move forward with your glowing axe, I want you to make a perception check.
Perception check. There we go. I do not have proficiency in perception. 16.
Okay. You do see what appears to be bones that lead deeper into this cavern. And just by looking at it, some of the you also see what appears to be a corpse. And
kind
it
of
looks more on the fresher side. No hair, bald head.
Oh.
Is it a Goliath?
It definitely looks like it has a Goliath like
Like I said, we're gonna
descriptor.
find someone here. Just, he's probably dead.
I'm gonna.
You would
move
probably
forward
have to get
carefully.
closer to get like more details as to what's over there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going to get close. Then I'm staying alert for danger.
Mm-hmm. Actually, hold on.
Actually, let me.
Give me a hot minute for 1 second as I check something real fast.
All right, guys. I'm gonna be rolling for initiative. It was nice knowing you.
07.
Send my
as
buddy
you-
back home.
As you move a little bit closer, you do hear the faintest amount of shuffling, like something shuffling deeper inside.
Well, is it only Brandon or
Only Brandon.
Okay,
Brandon
we
is the
don't
only
know.
one who's deep enough into the
All right,
cavern.
you know what?
Make a survival check to try to guess what is inside that cavern, based on the noise.
Damn it.
I would say you'd have to get closer. I think you're too far away to even make a guess, because all you hear is a very faint shuffling. It could be anything in this. It could be a dragon. It could be a mouse. It could be a deer. It could be anything.
All right, I'm gonna slip back out then. I'm gonna say, well, there is a body
Corpse,
there. I
right?
think it might be the Goliath. Yeah,
Yep.
the Goliath we're looking for. There's also something else in there. I'm not sure what.
So was the body? Okay, let's clear a few things. Was the body in the chasm?
was in
The body
cave.
was right around here, along with some other corpses.
So there was a okay. So this probably means the dude is already dead. But it's a corpse. It's already dead. I will say Okay, I will say we just leave the corpse here and pick up later, because I want to find survivors. I don't need corpses to. We came all the way here to find more survivors. All right. I would say we go the other way, try to find if there's other survivors, then we come back to take the corpse with us. How's that sound? I don't want to pick any fight with any creatures down there. All right, just saying.
Neither do I, but Brandon's gonna think I was going to be thoughtful for a second. Say, I'm not saying we have to take the corpse with us, but we should at least make sure that this is the one we're looking for, not just some random person who had bad luck.
Well, he did
I'll
describe it
check.
for us. Did he check?
Yes, Eden, you want to go down that cavern side? You go check.
Oh no!
I'll do it.
Well, it seems like we're going down here first. So I
Yeah,
think Bree's just gonna come
Well,
along.
if you guys want to, it's kind of like it's kind of like a party veto. If you guys want to I mean, if Regnar just wants to split from the party and go down the trail first, well, you guys do the cave.
No,
you guys
let's
can
just
do.
let's just do this first. I mean, if ever we can just come back up and then just check this
No.
last part when we come
Okay.
back.
No, but the thing is, okay, hear me out. I really want to convince them because I strongly feel like someone might still be alive. Like the chasm, probably dead people again. The cave inside is already a dead corpses. I want to find someone alive. Okay, just
Fair enough.
that's me. Okay,
If
I-
like
We already
honestly,
found somebody who was alive.
technically you did. I will say this: if you want to, you don't think there's much left of the mountain to climb up. I will say this though, and this is something also to consider, is that if you go all the way up to basically the peak of the mountain, which is where you'd be going if you take this trail,
Okay.
coming back down, it will be night.
okay.
Oh, it leads to the peak. I thought it was like just another part of the cave.
No,
Yeah, me
this
too.
actually
I
leads
thought
to.
it was, okay.
It leads to the peak. So basically,
Oh,
you have to
okay.
kind of make a decision whether or not
Oh,
you
so
want to.
oh, so this is the side area. I thought this like the main area, and then that was a side path. So that's why I
Yeah,
wanted
me
to go
too.
to the side
I was
path
like,
first.
yeah.
I get where Robin
sorry,
was coming
if
from.
if you look at the map on the right, sorry if I'm not describing this as well.
Okay.
Basically, you guys are here, and the other trail forward would lead up here.
All right, come on, Robin. This is the side content. Get in here.
Fine, I guess.
This is the side content.
This is the wrong way. Then we go to the main way.
No, but I've all right. I'll make my final clear. I feel like someone's still alive up there. Like you said, this is a side way. Already dead corpses. Dude is probably out
You
there.
also don't
alive.
know how deep this cavern goes. It
Yes.
could go deep for a while. This could be like more. There could be other people alive in here as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So I thought this was okay because I thought this was the only.
Oh, I
okay.
apologize. No. This keeps going deep.
Oh, okay.
This
then,
is-
fuck it. Fight a dragon.
All right,
Fine. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's do
Let's
it.
go.
Fine. Yeah.
Let's, fall
Let's
in the
go.
chasm.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So
I will take the lead.
okay.
Now let
As you
Eden,
take
Eden wants to
Eden just falls into the castle.
I really
Just like,
wanna
yee!
be there.
Just like,
Immediately,
bye.
just like yeet.
Yeah.
He didn't get the chance to fall into the hole, and now
All right.
trying to make up for it.
All right.
The
So I
urge
wanna
to jump.
ask.
Mm-hmm.
So can I at least throw a torch down the chasm to see if there's anybody down there as well?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
You
I throw a torch.
light the
down
torch.
there, Yeah.
Just
And,
and it hits some rock. Dang, 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 dang.
It's
and,
a wood. It
um,
wouldn't hit.
Well,
that
I mean,
loud.
wood
Yeah.
hitting stone,
Yeah, it's not
bouncing back and
that-
forth.
yeah,
Also, if you notice, the chasm kind of like folds in on itself.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why. Okay.
Like if you look at my arrows, it's kind of like this.
Oh,
It's like a
okay.
V.
Yeah. It's like closing in.
But it does go about 80 feet. It's a bit of a drop.
All right, cool. Do I
and,
see?
I will say, well, as you're looking down, I'm just going to describe what Eden and Brandon see. Immediately, Brandon, you clock. This is most likely Makingo. You see his dead body was definitely dragged here by something. Bits of flesh still cling to the bones. You actually see. At first, you thought the head was actually attached to the body. It was not. The head had been ripped off from its shoulders, gnawed, and it looks like it was. It looks like at some point there was a little hole or something that it was gonna like just bury it in, or something was gonna bury it in. Amid the Goliath's bones are torn bits of hide armor. You see a great axe that's nearby. And you also see kind of actually like stuck on the wall, it's like trophies, are the skulls of 3 mountain goats.
Oh.
The
Here's the
this
good
thing is
news.
intelligent.
Here's the good thing. Here's the good thing, though. You do get the sense that there is no other bodies that match the description of the other adventurers currently at this time. That's in this sort of trophy room. So it is up to you. Do you continue moving forward?
How much resources did we spend during the fight with the Crag Cats?
Well, I spent
I'm still
almost
ready
everything.
to go.
Yeah.
I haven't spent much. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
I can
like,
still use some magic. It's relatively. It's just that I can't do burst anymore. I don't have that.
I would like to point out you guys took no damage from that fight.
Yeah.
That's
No,
not
but we
what.
don't-
That's what worries me because we spent a lot of resources making sure that we didn't take any damage.
That's true. This
Um,
fight could be
I think-
harder.
No, I would like to think that, like, if you think about it, right? That fight originally, this is a bit meta, right? But like, there would have been all 4 of us. So the thing is, you 2 are untouched resource-wise, I think, which is great because you guys are half casters, while me and like Robin are full casters. So we still
Yeah.
have something in the tank.
Yeah.
I
Just a
did use
few.
one spell.
Oh yeah.
Eden, what is your passive perception?
Oh, good
No,
question.
fucking.
11.
Oh.
11.
Mine is 12. Does that help anything?
What's your passive perception, Brie?
I said 12.
No, I'm like
Brie,
I'm
it's
accounting
asking
for
Brie.
that, but I'm
Okay,
asking
they're
everybody.
going down the list. It's also 12.
12. Ragnar.
Hold on. Let me check. I think it's 11. Yeah, 11.
Okay.
Not great.
So as you guys are kind of discussing like your next plan forward, Eden, you see jumping from the shadows. You still have all the light that's reflecting off of you is like still prismatic in nature. And you see in a flash of movement a tall humanoid figure with large curled horns and massive fangs takes a leap towards you.
It's either
and
a
it is
Yeti or we found the Frost
It
Maiden.
Oh
Whoa.
my god!
Whoa, take me to dinner first.
Oh no.
Also, you hear, I will say this, you hear muffled deeper in, just like a...
Oh, there are people here.
Oh, okay.
And I'll reveal that part of the map.
Okay.
There you go. As we are now going into, I gotta find some good boss music for
Oh
this. Just hold
no.
on.
Fuck.
Yes.
Okay, let's see here.
Wait, it's only one
Wow.
creature. I am
Okay.
rubbing my hands right now.
No, it's only one creature. That means it's powerful enough
All
to take
right,
all 4 of
I need
us.
everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah. Fuck.
Can't wait for
Alright.
its legendary resistances.
Probably not this early, but you can't. You never know. Okay.
Oh, you never know with me. Oh,
Yeah,
god
19.
damn.
Yep.
Well, everyone rolled really well for their initiative.
Yep.
Eden, would you like to go first?
Oh yeah, I'm getting bitten here.
Well, yeah, I gotta
Sure.
roll for because he did get one surprise round, unfortunately.
Okay.
Unless, actually, can I check something? Can you check something for me, Brandon? Does the alert feed still give you can't be surprised?
No,
I know it's
it doesn't.
different. Not anymore. Okay, just double check.
Hang on, let me just check. Initiatives. No, it's just swap initiative with one willing ally.
Well, here's the good news. The Yeti is gonna get a surprise round, but the Yeti also rolled very garbage on his initiative. So it is going to take just one attack on you, Eden.
Sure.
And what is your AC?
Pretty high, 19.
Okay, it did roll a 24, so
Okay.
you're going to take 8 points.
Is that with advantage or without advantage?
This is with advantage.
No. Okay, I'm not sure. I forget how this works, but technically, since we all technically took our turn in the initiative order, does that mean we're still surprised when our turn ends while surprised?
I'm just ruling that this is a surprise attack.
Okay,
You
Just
beat
one,
your
yeah,
passive
yeah.
perception, and it's not like a full round of combat.
Yeah, just
We will
one.
get to a full round of combat with this thing.
Alright, gotcha.
But right now, it just took 1 slash at you, Eden. You take 8 points of slashing damage and 1 cold.
Okay.
All right. And Brandon, you're up first.
I was gonna say I can switch with Eden. Eden first.
Oh yeah, Eden,
and
you
I'll
wanted
pick-
you. So Brandon's
Yeah.
gonna have a 10,
Yes.
and Eden's gonna have it. What was it, 22?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
We
I
are
will.
gonna get.
I
I'm gonna
will
get so
sort
much
that.
mileage out of this initiative switching thing.
It's a really neat feat. It's
Yeah.
really strategic. I like it a lot. So Eden, you're up first. What would you like to do?
Hi. I'd like to what do you call this? Try to swing my Warhammer and I'll use one channel divinity to
Ooh. Okay.
it my Warhammer will start glowing prismatically.
Nice.
None. And I'll be able to add my charisma mod also to attack rolls. And it will also deal radiant damage.
Oh, sick!
Yeah.
So it just glows with this
Yeah.
beautiful prismatic radiant energy, and as you reach, you put a hefty grip on your warhammer. You bring it slamming down towards the Yeti.
Not there. I forgot to put like, what is it? What's my charisma? 2. It's just an additional +2.
Nice,
I bet that hits.
Yep, absolutely.
Nice.
Probably.
13.
A hefty blow as you slam it. It kind of yells, and he's mad. But
boy.
it took a hit.
It did take a hit.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I will. Oh wait, hold on. What property does my Warhammer have? I think it's push.
Oh, yeah, because you have training with warhammers.
So I'd like to
Shit.
push it like 10 feet away, just more.
I just gotta I gotta figure out. I think that would be another con save, I believe, right?
Ooh, nice.
Is
I
that
believe
the
it is
case?
similar. It's similar to topple, I believe. So it would be. It
I
would,
don't see any con save for it. It just seems to just push.
All right, I'm just gonna quickly check that because that's very important just to know in the future. So give me 1 second.
Sure.
So just bear with me, guys. Sorry.
Bearing with you.
All right, just because this is a really interesting. Because I have to remember, like, all the weapons have like cool effects like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where are you, weapons? 10 feet straight away from you if it is large or smaller. I will say
what
this,
size
so
is
you
it?
you can do it because it's large. However, it would just go straight into the wall. So I will say
well,
you do effectively push it.
Can I
but-
not like angle it?
If you do knock it into the wall, I can leap on by.
I will say what I will do is I will say you can push it 5 feet in that kind of angle. I will allow
Push
that.
Yes.
Is that good?
Looks good to me. You do successfully just brrr, and it kind of slides across the ice, moving. So is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Brie, you are up.
Alright. I just really like to get mileage out of this spell.
Mm.
I'm going to then like spin similarly to like when I was like when I failed my like when I was sneaking earlier, and once again, like a snake, I am gonna bare my fangs and I'm gonna do Phantasmal Force again.
Nice.
Nice.
And this time the illusion is that suddenly beneath him he gets surrounded by a tornado of fire.
Jesus.
Nice.
Nice. I like that. Okay. So it needs to make an intelligence saving throw, correct?
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Saber suck.
It rolled a 9. So from its
Nice.
perspective, you see in absolute horror. Well, he sees an absolute horror as a fire tornado just rises from the ground, and he begins screaming and bellowing as loud as this Yeti can. And I'm assuming it takes psychic damage from this?
It takes 2d8. Okay, this is something I don't think this will matter, right? But like, the target perceives the damage as a type appropriate to the illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're
So
looking
is
for
there a
right now.
vulnerability
Yeah.
against fire with the Yeti?
I don't think it's actual like it will deal double damage. I just mean like would it
So here's
like,
here's what I
feel
will
like-
here's what I
you know
will
what I
say.
mean?
Here's what I will say. It's
Yeah.
gonna take 3 damage. However, you learn that this thing definitely has a fear of fire, and it will be taking disadvantage on its attack rolls. And because it
God.
perceives this fire as to be real, it will have that negative buff, regardless of if it's because he believes. So that's a really interesting workaround. Well done.
Yeah, let's go. I love Phantasmal Force. That's my turn.
All right, another beautiful dance and another beautiful phantasmal force. Regnar, you are up.
I will take a look. Do I have a line of sight though?
We probably like,
Right
Vayne.
now, you do. It's kind of a tough angle. He might have a slight bonus to his AC from that particular
This is
angle.
a Rainbow Six Siege angle.
Yeah.
I can't. I have to
Double
snipe
corner
him.
angle.
Yeah, I have to snipe him. Let's see.
Wait, let me make it easier for you. I'll step out of the way. I already
Okay,
cast my
cool.
spell.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's,
Is that okay with you,
That's
DM?
better.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I will, because I use most of my sorcerer points and 2 of my spells. I will just use a sorcerer's blast.
Go for it.
15.
So here's the good news. It would have had +2 to its AC, but 15 is just enough.
Thank God.
Huge.
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 And I'll use fire. Fire!
All right.
Yeah.
Fire.
Fire!
6
Yoga
points.
fire!
All right. He is flailing from the real fire and the fake one.
Yep. Making it real. Yeah.
He having, you know what, this illusion's really realistic, guys.
Yeah, and I look at Peanut in the back, and I was like, just give him the side eyes. It's like,
Peanut kind of looks at
Peanut-
you. He's
you-
like, what
you
what
could
did I
be
do?
roast beef for the dinner, just saying.
You know, this is actually gonna
Why?
give you a look.
Yeah.
It's because he knocked you down earlier.
Yeah. Ragnar is petty at
I like the idea that Ragnar's like, hey, if we are ever
Ragnar's-
starving,
Yeah.
Peanut's the first to go.
Ragnar's #1 enemy is literally a mount.
You will not starve as long as I'm with you.
Yeah.
Also, if you touch the best boy, I will
Yeah.
rip your head off
Yeah.
and feed it to the Yetis.
All right. Speaking of which, Brandon, what would you like to do?
Yeah.
Is there room for me to slip past the Yeti?
I would say yes. There's just enough room. Also, I will say honestly, with Eden's using her push mechanic with her Warhammer, that kind of creates an opening for you to kind of sneak by.
Cool beans. Bonus action, Zephyr Strike. I am
Ooh,
gonna slip on by.
So you
Nice.
see Eden, you turn to your left and you see just, Brandon's like a big bulky guy, but he just has this immediate speed burst that you are not expecting. Just and he bursts right
Yeah,
by
not-
the Yeti.
I'm not flanking anybody with it.
Currently not at the
No,
moment.
Yeah, because
Alright,
Eden
cool.
pushed it.
Yeah.
Cool. I am
away.
going to give myself advantage on this attack.
Mhm.
With thanks to Zephyr Strike, I posted the description there.
Oh,
And
yes, of course.
If it hits, he will take
Extra 1d8. Yeah.
An extra 1d8.
yes, extra 1d8.
Nice.
See if it hits. That's a 12. It's not gonna hit.
Oh wait, actually, just enough. His AC is 12.
Nice. Got it. That is 10 plus 3. That's 13 damage, and he needs to make a con save if we get knocked prone.
All right, here we go.
Walloping time.
Well, we'll see. Con save.
Poor Yeti. He ate the person we're looking for. I'm not feeling sorry for him.
Yeah, I'm not feeling sorry for
And
it.
this Yeti immediately goes prone.
So 13.
Oh,
All right,
Well,
well,
it's gonna
damage?
stand up again,
Nice.
so...
Well, it has to use 15 of its movement to stand up. But
Well,
is that your turn, Brandon?
Dude is not going
Yes, that is my turn. Also,
Oh, you
thank
do
for letting me-
technically. You used to, because Zephyr Strike is a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so on your turn, you can have Peanut move but just move and dodge, because that's what he can do unless you had a bonus action to command him to do something specific.
I will have Peanut move in here, so Peanut is gonna get ready to make the charge against the Yeti.
Well,
Okay, fair enough.
technically, Peanut couldn't move past us because right now we are blocking the path.
I would say Peanut's gonna have a little bit of a rough time
Yeah.
squeezing by, especially in
Yeah.
this cavern. But we'll see. We'll see. They might be able to do it. It's now the Yeti's turn. Yeti is just in a rage and is just going to stand up.
That's right. Come to daddy.
And the Yeti is going to immediately stare at you. And
I'm just gonna make a come hither gesture with his axe.
as his steely blue eyes gaze upon you, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, good. Con save coming up. That's a 20.
Nice. You resist the cold, chilling gaze of the Yeti. However, it is still going to make 2 claw attacks at you, but because he's covered in very real and fake fire, it is going to do these with disadvantage.
18, DC 18. Yeah, Brandon
Okay.
has.
So the second one misses, but the first one is a 19 and an 18.
And-
So I believe that does make it.
both hits. Yes. If
No,
it needs
like,
to be-
well, no, like the second one was a 17, and you have an AC of 18, right?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said 18. Yeah, my AC is 18.
Yeah. So the second one, so basically, what the first one's gonna hit you, and you do kind of like get yourself back into position and put your shield down, and you block out the second one. However, the first one is a hefty claw right across the chest, and you take 5 points of slashing damage and 5 points of cold damage.
Good day. Actually, you know what? No, I don't.
Oh God.
I do not.
Is that a reaction?
Yeah, it's a reaction.
is-
Oh
a
yeah.
reaction,
Okay,
yes.
so
I do not.
specifically the cold damage. Yeah. So you can take resistance from the cold damage. So you're only going to take, I believe, we'll say 2
15
cold damage from
points.
this.
Okay, 12 points. Okay.
You need to roll
Yeah.
and oh no, sorry, that's the damage. Yeah. So
Yeah, because it gives you resistance. Correct?
Yes. So it's half.
Yes. Alright, so 5
Yeah.
slashing,
So the
that's
cold.
7
So
damage.
it. Yeah. So right now you took a total of 7 damage. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can also on your next turn
Hit it.
hit that
Hit it.
with
Yeah.
1d6.
This is. I don't know what that's gonna do because this is the Yeti. It might have resistance to cold. I mean, what I'm excuse me, what I'm thinking of is like I need to keep my last spell slot up just in case we need to heal somebody. So, but yeah, you see, as the thing strikes Brandon, he speaks. He doesn't. He actually, it's just a somatic component. He like makes this gesture with his new bison shield, and like the frost flows from the Yeti's thing into his shield, over his body, and then into his axe.
Nice. And it's just glowing with moonlit, icy energy.
Yes.
And the Yeti snarls at you. The Yeti's also pretty damn hurt right now.
Yeah, Brandon is just going to grin from underneath his beard.
However, as it makes one more yell that echoes across the mountainside, you see at the start of the round, clamoring towards the cave,
Fucking.
Right here. Oh,
A
hello.
is another Yeti. As you
Oh
start
my
to realize that this is a female Yeti, and the Yeti's mate is coming
Let's
to
hold the line.
Oh,
He's
the
coming to
line.
save the day. Peanut's gonna have to hold the line for sure.
Peanuts. You know what? No, let it come close, Peanut, and then you can chuck it into the chasm. We can be done with it.
Oh,
That
nice.
works.
Okay.
That works both ways, though. if you
Yeah,
do
that
it.
works both ways.
Well, I'm betting that these things don't have a climbing speed.
All right.
That is true,
Ydin, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Huh.
Ydin.
I believe in
I'm
you,
actually thinking if it might be a good idea to wait right by that the entrance and just like.
Oh, I
to-
see. And try and like push it over the edge. You do have the
Yeah.
push mechanic. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I completely forgot it, though. This push mechanic is really interesting on this battlefield right now.
You know what? Do it.
Ooh.
Like. if you
Also,
wanna do it,
I mean,
do it.
yeah,
We can handle this. We can handle this, Yeti.
Yeah.
Like, this one's
Okay.
definitely going down.
Where am I supposed to stand? Ideally, I would be like right where.
You can move to here.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Just hop over.
You can also
know.
camp it here because it's gonna have to go here, and then you'll just directly push
It will
off
appear
this way.
around
No, no.
here-ish, and you can just once it moves forward, you can just. Yeah. So
No,
this
no.
is the
So
spot.
then I'll be here. Reaction.
Mhm.
Try to hit it
Push.
when it comes near.
Yep.
Yeah,
Put,
ready action.
hit it. Push it into the.
Okay, you're gonna hold your
Yeah.
action? Okay, I like
Yeah.
it. Alright, so how much movement does he need?
Uh,
Ooh,
this is
that's
35.
great. That's awesome.
40.
Oh no, it's way better than that. So
Oh,
this
no.
Yeti is going to be just charging towards you. However, these things are kind of smart. So what it's going to do is
way?
the second it sees you, it's going to move over here.
Oh, there is an alternate entrance. isn't
Yeah.
there? Wait.
Fuck.
And
Oh.
it is immediately. It's still going to actually go in your direction, Eden.
Oh
But
really?
the first thing it's going to do is give you a chilling stare.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
So
geez.
I need you to
Ah.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that sure.
Oh.
Happily, 16.
Okay, all right. So, as you resist the steely gaze of this much bigger Yeti, you resist it easily. Your soldier training kicking into gear. It is gonna go after you though, so you do get to take a reaction attack.
Yippee!
Smack it. Smack it good.
Smacker.
I'll let
I believe.
Into the cows. Oh! Yes. When it counts. When it counts. Yes.
yes into.
Into the
Hit it
chasm
hard.
you go. Yes.
Oh, wait. I also have Savage Attacker. I keep forgetting that I have this, so I could technically roll twice the dice and then pick the higher one.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it if you want to.
Just roll
yeah, go right ahead.
another. Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Yep.
Nice.
There you go.
Bang.
All right. So that's gonna be 9 plus 3, correct?
Yeah. It should be 12 because the second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the 3 is from
The second,
your
the second,
crit.
the second
Yeah.
one wouldn't be re-rolled. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. That's so that's 12 points of damage. And are you pumping any smites into this?
No, I need to save my spell slots.
Okay. However, it does get pushed. So I am gonna give this thing one chance to not fall 80 feet. Let's see how it does.
Athletics. Contested
Okay,
strength.
so it doesn't go careening down.
Okay.
It is able to just barely hold on. But I will say, in order to do that, it does not get its 2 other claw attacks.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So you do prevent it from like it used its 2 claw attacks to basically climb up and get back on the ledge. Although now it is very concerned with you.
Peanut has a really funny opportunity to do this Mufasa
Yes.
thing.
Do it.
Is
I was
gonna
pulling up the GIF. I was pulling it out. I was pulling up the scar GIF.
Long live the king!
kick it into the ground on his turn. But for now, that'll wait until my turn.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
this guy takes
yeah,
another
Brie, you're up.
2d8 psychic damage.
Oh, okay.
5
Yes, sorry,
damage.
I forgot. 5 damage.
No,
'Cause
it
he
takes
did
it on
not.
my
tr-
turn. On
Oh,
my
he
turn, on
does?
my turn.
Okay.
It's not. It doesn't go on its turn.
He's the female Yeti is just flailing around trying to like put out the flames that aren't there.
Wait, the female Yeti or this Yeti?
This one.
So
no,
this
yeah,
is
the
this
female
is
Yeti was on
this is
fire.
the female. This is the male. Right.
Yeah.
here.
Oh, okay. So I mixed it
I
up.
shot it
okay.
with fire,
Yeah.
Well-
so that's why.
Yeah.
I wonder what is actually the best. You know what? I'll just provide flanking for. I don't think this is flanking actually. It's not, right?
I think if you move
You guys
here,
squeeze
which
a
you
little
can,
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do
I'll
it.
squeeze in there, and then I will use my unarmed strike.
Do it.
go for it.
16.
Okay, 16 hits.
8 bludgeoning
8 points of damage. This thing looks like it's on death's door.
Good.
Yeah, I am not gonna use a bardic inspiration. I'm saving it. It's almost there.
All right,
Yeah, that's my turn. Go, Ragnar.
Regnar, you're up.
Okay. This is gonna be funny. All right. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna do the chromatic orb thing. Gonna looking at the Yeti that is not dying. I'm gonna chromatic orb its ass. 13 is a hit, I guess.
13 hits. 13
Yeah,
hits.
barely.
Chromatic
Yeah.
orb. Oh my
Chromatic
god.
ass hit.
I'm assuming
So-
it's fire.
Yeah, it's fire.
It takes a hefty scorch and it yells out in pain, and it will also be debuffed as it just took some fire damage.
Yep. And
Okay.
I guess I can't do shit. Yeah, and nothing else.
That's your turn.
Yep.
Okay, Brandon, you're
All
up.
right. First of all, I'm gonna have Peanut try to make an athletics check to push this thing over the edge for good.
Okay, so that is a bonus action,
Yep.
and that will be Peanut's action.
I don't have
So-
any like.
Peanut should
action.
have athletics. You should be able
Yeah,
to click it.
just-
It should be like
Yep.
+2 or +4 or
Oh,
something.
dear.
21.
That's a 21.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So I gotta do a contested. Let's go. All right. And Peanut, very much like that GIF. All right. Now I have to calculate how much falling damage this Yeti is going to take.
Yeet.
It's 80 feet straight down, so it's
Yeah.
8d10.
They'll take all of it.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be eight. It's a D6 per fallen, not D10.
Okay, 8d6.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 8d6. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just, you know what? Let's just roll that. 8. I'm just gonna roll 66, and then I'll do 2 after that. All right, so that is
28.
28 points.
Is it still alive?
It's
Please
still
tell me it's
alive.
dead.
It is very
Ah.
bloodied,
Come on.
but it is very mad.
Okay, cool. I am going to anger it yet further because I need to attack.
Yep. I'm assuming you're gonna coup de grace.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that hits.
That's a 9.
How do you finish off this Yeti?
Yep.
It's just I like hack it in the midsection, and then as it doubles over, I hit it on the back of the neck with my axe, nearly decapitating it with the force of my blow.
Yeah.
Slamming your moonlit axe down onto this Yeti.
Oh, by the way, you still have the cold damage from. I know it's not nothing, but because of your reaction, yeah.
Technically, the cold he is invulnerable
Yeah.
to cold damage. So
Yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah. So as cool as it was a really cool visual, but yeah, he is immune to cold damage.
Got it.
Ydin, you're up. You're standing on the ledge with. Hey, you could still jump down and
Yeah.
say
I
what you want to do.
Long live
Do
the
it.
Plunging
king.
attack.
Do it. Lunge.
Plunging attack from Dark Souls.
Oh, that would be so funny. Is it? Is
Do
it
you have
still
any
alive?
ranged weapon? Yeah,
It's still alive. It's gonna be trying to climb up on its turn.
Do you have any ranged
Actually, you know what?
weapon
I'll
you wanna shoot
say
down?
I'll say it's probably prone. It's probably prone.
It
Yeah,
is.
let's be
It
real.
is.
It would need to make like a dex save with being fallen.
Yeah.
I don't have any ranged weapons, but I will stay up here and just get ready to knock it back down again.
Got it. It's like whack-a-mole. It's so good. It's like.
All right. Okay. The Yeti is going to. Let's see. I just want to double check this.
Does it have a climbing speed though?
Oh god damn it! You succeeded on your con save, Ydin. I can't do a cool thing. Everybody's rolling really well.
Yes.
Don't worry, maybe we'll do
Alright.
it next time.
Oh, don't worry. There will be future problems later. So this Yeti will.
Don't worry, we'll fight 5 Yetis next.
True.
So this Yeti is gonna have to use its. It does have climb speed.
Okay.
It has to use its action to basically climb up to the top. But I'm
Ydin
gonna say
prefer-
it's smart enough to not climb up
Oh, the
where
direction.
you are.
Okay.
So it is going to end up over here.
Okay.
So
Fair
that
enough.
is going to be the end of its turn.
Got it.
Brie, you're up.
Well, now I just kind of walk on here, realize, oh, okay.
It's still alive.
What can I do?
Damage his ass.
Do I? Yeah, I'm not gonna
Make it
waste any
last.
more leveled spell. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of look at it and just kind of do like a very mocking dance gesture, and I'll just do vicious mockery at it.
Nice.
Oh, nice, nice.
Just make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Did you shake your
Wisdom
fingers?
save? Oh yeah, got it.
13,
We'll,
yep.
we'll see. Cool. He rolled an 11.
Nice.
All right, so he's gonna take psychic damage,
1 point.
Oh yeah, just one.
1
Yeah.
point,
Oh,
but he has
it's
disadvantage
nice.
on his
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
attack roll. Correct?
Oh,
Nice.
how things haven't changed from the 1d4 damage of
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But you do visually mock it, and you do
Yeah.
get the sense that if it could attack you, it would.
Yeah.
Ragnar, you're up.
All right. It's boss fight so why the hell not? I will hold on. Let me take a look. I will upcast.
I don't think it's the boss fight. There's a peak, bro. I think there's something at the peak.
There's an even bigger Yeti.
There's
at
a
the
even
top.
bigger idea. But I'm all out of spells, so why not? I will cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Crit,
like
crit,
natural 20. And so.
Oh my god.
Holy!
Holy shit.
Chill it,
And
chill
That's
you
a
know what?
nuclear bomb.
And it leaps to because chromatic orbs when I roll the same number of 2d8s that it leaps to different target other than that. But I don't have any other targets, so sad. So it's a 46, I guess. I don't have
am
any
in-
other target.
I'm in disbelief, guys. Oh my god.
I think we've earned that level up.
Yeah.
I think you're good. Well, I think it's more. You're definitely earning something by the end of this,
Yeah.
but
The
Jesus
monsters
Christ.
are gonna need to
Yeah.
level up soon. And
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I feel like that. So I will say this, Ragnar.
Yeah.
How would you like to kill this?
Oh, I
man?
would just nonchalantly finger gun it to the eyes and just burn its eye socket out. Just like fire burning into its mouth.
I like to
everywhere.
imagine
Yeah.
what happens is that a little flicker of light shoots
Yeah.
into the eye socket of the
Yeah.
Yeti, and then it expands, and you literally blow up this Yeti's head.
Yeah, just like
And once again, corpse goes flying down.
yeah. I again pat Peanut on the head, just gently pat it on the head.
Peanut's
That's
gaze
it.
will
That's it. I'm doing
rove
it soft
between
and
you
gently.
and the chasm.
That is 1,000% what Ragnar just did.
Yeah. I will.
Good
I,
lord.
while they're fighting over Peanut safety, I'm just gonna go take care of the person.
Oh yeah. I'll move forward.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, totally
yeah.
not
Oh,
that
hold on.
fucking
No,
movie.
hold on. First, I want to collect the body that was here. The you said the barbarian.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll let
You wanna
them
collect
take care
like
of
a-
the living because I don't know how to heal, so I'll just collect the bodies.
I'm gonna go with my axe and cut the ropes on this. Well, try to get this person out of whatever binds they're in.
GM, what about the rest of this? I assume there's nothing else.
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
just-
there
Oh,
should be,
I'll reveal it. I'll reveal it
Yeah.
for sure. Because a couple things are gonna happen.
Okay. So that's.
But yeah, that's
two
the rest of
weapons.
the Yeti cave.
Okay.
You do see kind of like almost like their hand frozen to one of the walls is a young halfling.
Oh, so
I'm gonna
that's one of
Try-
them.
Can I break the ice to get them?
Oh,
out?
absolutely. No check required. You just easily just smash, and the
I just punch
halfling-
the ice once.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see what appears to be Piralu. I'll just put their name in the chat.
Oh,
Just bear
that's
with me.
better. Thanks.
And she's like shivering at this point, and she's like, thank you, this is kind,
I activate my
strange.
heat orb.
Yeah.
And she just like slinks into the ground. This wave of like
Warmth.
like
Yeah.
warm energy hits. And as she kind of like gets herself back up, and she says, oh, "Thank you. Who are you?"
We were
Just,
sent by
Bryce
your
said-
friend, Garrett.
Yeah, my name. Yep,
Garrett.
Garrett
Garrett
sent us.
sent you.
Yes, he yet
We found
lives.
him.
I am Brandon Snowwind. That is Regnar Novakin. That is Brie, and the last one, lady, is Ydin Hilchain. And I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your last name there.
That's okay. Most can't.
Hmm.
And yeah, so she kind of like says, "Oh well, yeah, my name is Perilu. I was traveling with Garrett, and that's when we got attacked by the Yeti. I don't know what the Yeti had planned for me. I
They're gonna
assuming
eat you.
yeah, that's what. She just starts crying.
Nah. Some
are not-
compassion could help. Just
Okay. No, I'm fine.
no,
I'm
I
fine.
was yelling at Brandon.
You're
I was
yelling
like,
at Brandon
yeah,
for being very blunt.
A little bit compassion
Also,
would
I
help.
love
So funny.
you, of all people, Ragnar, are talking
thing
about
is-
compassion.
Yeah, I
The thing is, you
know.
have both of the most blunt people in front taking care of the.
Yeah.
Brandon's personality trait is I do not place any stock in manners. They will not save your bison from
Mhm.
hungry barbarians.
Yeah,
I judge people by their actions, not their words.
yeah. But she basically says, well, I would like to go home now.
Understandable.
If that's okay.
That's
Uh,
okay, but where is your other friend? We heard there were 3 of you, including Garrett. That's 4, but I only
Oh.
count 2.
Oh, the Tiefling woman. Yeah, she Strix. She went up ahead to the peak. I think that's when all the
I
chaos
knew it.
happened.
Why would she leave you two alone?
She thinks for a moment and goes, "I'm going to be honest. I think she left us to die. But I'm not the best judge of character, so maybe she went up the mountain to go find some help."
You sweet soul. All right.
Yeah. She probably no. I'm gonna
we
be
do-
be good.
You
this
also
time.
you
Yeah,
also
but,
do
I'm not gonna be
hear
rude.
what's interesting as you're talking with this halfling, and you're thinking about, well, we'll probably have to make our way up the mountainside. You do see Peanut kind of like, "Rrr." And Ragnar, you're kind of nearby as well.
Yeah.
You're kind of looking at the corpses and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm
And you
collecting
do
them.
see an individual show up. I'm just gonna enlarge in. I'm
Wait,
gonna show.
oh
I'm just gonna show
no.
you the I'm gonna show you the token. I'm just enlarging it so you can see the picture. They're
Okay.
not actually dragon sized or anything like that.
We're
Oh, show me.
dead. Yeah, no, just
You
kidding.
see this figure show up,
Okay.
plate armor, a metal like iron mask that has just this intimidating presence to it, silvery hair, and a long great sword. And this is what they kind of look like.
Oh.
Ooh.
Paler skin, and as they approach, they go into the cavern, and they immediately see Peanut.
close
They
enough.
look down at the cavern, and they look disappointed.
I'll look at
And
it. I'll look
they-
at whatever he or she is. I'll just like, that's close enough. State your business, or shot's gonna fire.
And you see the figure just say, "I'm just disappointed. I've been hunting this thing for the last couple days, and you come here and steal the fucking glory. That's all my luck. That's all I've had in this godforsaken mountainside."
Well, next time, big faster. Yeah, just saying.
Yeah. As Ragnar, you're talking.
Yeah.
Skill issue.
Yeah.
Eden, you are nearby. You hear this voice.
Uh-huh.
It sounds familiar.
Oh no.
Backstory.
And as you turn the corner, Eden, the figure and the figure has kept the mask on this entire time. The figure stares at you, takes the mask off, and goes, "God damn it. And you recognize this person as Viren.
Is this my rival?
This is your rival.
Okay. I would look at Eden. I was just like, you know this douchebag?
Oh,
Damn. Okay.
oh, he's my good friend. Yes, from the same place I was.
Oh,
From
sorry
Paladin
about
School.
the douchebag then. I
Yeah.
guess.
From the Aachen family, yes. And as you say, you know this douchebag, and it's like, watch its skin and bones. I could probably kick your ass to high end and under.
What are you doing here? I think I
What are
heard you say
you
something
doing
about
here?
saving people.
Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense.
Brandon
And,
is going to come out. He's going to be having the
Can we-
halfling close,
Yeah.
like
Hey,
tucking.
can we just both carry and then we just stumble upon like the situation?
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
Brandon's like probably like hugging her close with one massive
Yeah, I
arm of
follow.
his. The other hand, he's got his axe just in case, and then he
Good
shows
boy.
up.
And you see Viren kind of looks at the party and it goes, well, I'm already here. So what so you're saving these people? And he's just like, he's almost like, and here's the thing, Eden. You definitely know that his demeanor is that he's not the biggest fan of weaklings.
yeah.
So the concept of saving lesser commoners is kind of beyond him.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
That's,
oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah, yeah,
Can
yeah.
I blow
yeah,
his head
exactly.
off? Just saying. The dude's
But
rubs me
here's the
wrong
thing.
way.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Eden. And this might be something you make a mention to the party before they go
Uh-huh.
too crazy.
Yeah.
He's not necessarily a bad person. If anything, he has a very similar mind. You get the sense that he shares some characteristics with Regnar, where his alignment is very gray.
Well, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
see
Times.
like weaklings as useless garbage.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Eden knows this. You guys don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't, we
So-
don't exactly.
so I was
I'm
like-
just speaking as a player. you
Yeah,
know?
I'm speaking as a player, but also because Ragnar looks at the dude just barge in with no intention of doing any good or sort, just like and just
Well,
yell at
he-
Eden,
well-
whatever. So
Yeah, so I guess but here's the thing. He does look at the state that you left that male Yeti in,
yeah,
and he kind of looks at you, Ragnar specifically, and goes, "You're doing?"
yeah, one shot it, no big deal, just blow off his head. It's easy. Like I said, skill issue. Just saying. I don't like this dude. He rubs me the wrong way the moment he came in.
He,
Everybody rubs you the wrong way.
Well, you guys don't.
Yeah.
All right. you guys
I have to agree with the sentiment of Brandon there. You do sort of, yes, what he said.
You see Viren like really every time you say skill issue, he's taking psychic damage. And he's
Yes.
really frustrated.
Yes.
I go to Eden and just like, it seems like this may be your acquaintance slash friend. Would you not want to chat with them for a little
of
bit?
course. Yes, I would love to chat with him. I'm sorry, what's his name again?
Viren.
Yeah.
Viren.
Right, okay.
I think I
My
put
good
that
friend that I forgot his name.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. What's your name again, friend?
My name jumps into the cliff.
Yeah. Listen, these my party mates, we not only felled one Yeti but also two, so they might be a little grumpy.
He kind of
Yeah.
looks at, and here's the thing, even from like a passive like insight from the rest of the group, you do get the sense that he does kind of like lower his guard at least a little bit with Eden. There is that bit of familiarity that even despite him really trying to mask his emotions that he cannot hide, and he does kind of say, "Well, I guess I'm glad you're in one piece. All right, sorry."
Oh my god, he's a tsundere!
Oh god. No, what have I written?
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
But he does say, look, it's been a long day for me. I was I was kind of hoping to get the glory on this, and guess that ain't happening.
What are you talking about? If you want to say that you felled these beasts, you can.
I'm not gonna say you know that that's not the damn truth, and I'm not gonna take any false glory, Ydin. Oh my god. And she's just like, he's like, God, it's always like this. Anyway, why don't we just make camp for
Hey.
now, and we can discuss stuff.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Or were you doing anything else? Were you looking for somebody else? Was there
Yes,
another?
we were looking for one more person.
I did see
I-
tracks up the hillside. We could I guess just go up there and check it.
There we go. You are a good hunter. Very good.
It's just like.
Oh, this guy is gonna be so bullied by every single person from
Oh,
the
this is
party.
gonna be great. This is gonna be great.
Yeah,
This is
sorry.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And you see Perilu go, damn, he is a Sun.
When you have the person that was just freezing earlier about to
Yeah.
die tease you too, I think you've lost life to a degree.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I do have a question though. We are gonna try to keep like, since we have to stick together. Perilu's gonna stick with us, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
So we gotta
believe
make sure
so.
she stays safe while we go up the mountain, and that's gonna be like an extra added like difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can just like tell.
I
Garet
will,
over
I will
here to
also
keep her safe.
I will let you guys know that there's not a whole lot to explore at the top of the mountain, but
We
there is
just
some
wanna-
stuff.
okay.
Yeah. We just want to find
sure.
the,
Okay,
the
okay.
remaining person and be
Sure,
done
that-
with it. I guess.
Yeah, let's find the tiefling.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys travel together, you come to the edge of a vast, deep crevasse where nowhere to go but down. You see a collapsed tent lies half buried in the snow near the precipice. Jutting out of a nearby snowbank is a pair of blue leather boots.
Okay.
Next to
many
this group,
Ooh.
Oh no.
sorry,
Sorry, what was next to the boots? Because I'm just gonna try to pull the boots out.
you just pull the boots out, and it appears to be some very pale skin. Next to this grim display, you see a figure in cold weather clothing sits in the snow. Her knees pulled in tight to her chest, horns protrude from underneath the figure's
Gotcha.
fur-lined hood. And you realize very quickly that she is frozen solid and very much dead.
Oh.
Can I check her vitals just to? Fuck. She's totally
You-
dead, right? Okay, fine.
I will say for the purposes of this, you kind of investigate the scene and you get the sense that she tried to like survive up here and was too afraid to go down the mountainside because of the Yetis.
Okay.
So
That
unfortunately,
is not
she
the death
passed.
you wanna
I will
have.
collect the
Wow.
bodies as well, I guess. I already
Yeah,
did.
Yeah.
one
Another-
with my
If you
turn.
want to like give a proper burial to the Goliath and to the
Yeah, I
Tiefling,
already
you
have the
absolutely
Goliath with me. Like
can.
I
Yeah.
said, I was collecting
Honestly,
bodies.
if you wanted to just bury them at the top of this mountain, that would be pretty fitting.
Sure.
So I don't
Okay.
know if Garrett want them, buried somewhere else.
I think
could bury
Garrett
him
just
here.
Garrett. You get the sense Garrett would probably understand if you
Okay.
wanted to bring back some like.
I mean, we
Yeah.
have the
more
means to. We have Peanut.
Yeah, we
right?
do.
Like-
That's why I was like,
True.
if you want to bury him somewhere,
Yeah,
close.
it's up to you. If you want to bury the bodies up here,
Well,
you can.
Brandon, like it's your mount. It's your
Yeah,
friend.
you
what
We'll
do
take
you
him
think?
down, but it'll be climbing down is going to be a bit of an adventure if Peanut's
Yeah.
carrying
Yeah.
the body.
Eh, It's okay. It'll be entertaining. We have
Yeah.
we have a new.
You have you have a squad
new
for
guy.
sure.
Just Garrett. Yeah, just
New
saying.
pack mule.
you guys.
Your new guy.
Yeah, you see Viren go. I'm not your fucking cattle, you piece of shit.
Well, with your
I love
skill,
him so
aren't you a
much.
cadet or something? Serve the higher lords and shit. Just
From my impression,
it's just
you see-
another-
it's like Varian seems like to be the same rank as Eden.
We are not.
oh really? I thought he was like servant of Eden. Just saying. I don't know. Yeah.
It's like,
Oh my God.
we are not the. God, Eden. Seriously, these people fucking suck. And he kind of whispers that to you.
Have you ever
Brandon didn't
considered
even
Brandon.
say anything. He's already judging me.
Yeah.
Patience, patience. They're very good people.
Okay. Calm down.
So
calm
are
down
you
here.
higher than Ydin, like seniority wise?
We're the same rank.
Oh, there you go.
Although, Eden, you do know that you were the favored cadet, which is something that I really did not like.
like.
I'm just gonna carry what do you call this? What
The tiefling.
Ragnar told.
You know
Yeah.
what? You have a higher strength. I will carry the
Yeah.
like slightly lighter tiefling, I guess, because the barbarian I assume is a bulking dude.
It's okay. Let Viren
Yeah.
take it.
I mean, Brandon already
Nice.
said like we can take them down with peanuts.
Yeah. So we'll
yeah.
just take everything. Yeah.
We'll just walk down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, technically, you know what, Brandon? Remember those boots you took off?
Yes.
After kind of inspecting them, they look kind of special.
Ooh,
Like
nice.
they actually have like steel toe like parts to them, and on the
Ooh.
steel toe tip is like a key. And
a
you
what?
get the sense that
A key?
like just the like almost like an engraving of a key.
Oh, okay.
And you get the sense that if you like actually study this or give it like a identify, you might be able to figure out that this is a magical item.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
for the time being, I want you to add knocking boots
Ooh,
to your
Oh,
inventory.
nice.
Oh, while we're
That's
on the way
pretty
down,
good.
I do tell Viren like, if you are still looking for glory, Sir Knight, there is a Crag Cat that is still around these parts.
He kind of looks around for a moment and he says, "Well, why don't we just make camp for now, and maybe I'll take up that little hunt afterwards. I kind of want to talk to Eden, kind of touch base, make sure that you." Wow, you have a like a weird aura. I don't know how to feel about you. Okay, I'm just gonna.
what aura?
You get the sense where he got a little bit more honest with you in that moment, and then he caught himself.
Yeah.
Eden, this is very much. You get this, Eden. You know Viren. Viren is a very guarded individual. He hates showing any sign of vulnerability, and he only has ever really shown signs of vulnerability to you. But even then, he feels really embarrassed about it, and he is a very prideful person. But he definitely
It's
still
so
wants to.
cute. Fuck. Okay.
All right, this is an interesting dynamic. I'm very excited to push this moving forward.
Brie is just like, all right then. I just kind of leave it at that and walk away. I feel like Brie is not socially adept enough to realize the whole thing.
But
and
if you want
yeah.
to, you guys can take a short rest at the top of this mountain, and
Well, we didn't
after
take
the
any
short-
damage, so I guess it's better if we just, make
Wait,
our
have
way.
you not taken damage the entire time?
No.
Holy
Brandon.
shit.
Oh,
Brandon
Brendan.
and
Yeah,
Eden
Brendan
took
did.
damage.
Yeah, Brendan and Eden took a little bit, but
Well,
They
we're
are
having
serious.
talk about that.
yeah.
But what I will say, even if it's just a short rest, I will say this: as you kind of like take a breather at the top of this mountainside, as you peer down the peak of Zangorn, of this mountain, you see the vast tundra and wilderness ahead of you, with 2 defeated Yetis, several companion adventurers saved, and a new rival having arrived, at least temporarily, to meet with the party. You will not get a level up, but you will all get a spirit token.
Nice.
Yippee!
Is
So
that
you
the points for the
all-
artifact?
That is for the ancient
For the
artifacts.
artifact, yes.
So spirit
Saving
point.
these.
Spirit point.
So
Second one.
So yeah, I like Bree's strategy where it's like I'm just gonna save them and I'm gonna get that 4-point upgrade.
I didn't even know what the 4-point upgrades are. I'll be honest. I just didn't
Yeah.
like any of the first one.
Some of them are pretty wild. But I will say this: as you stare out, you begin to think about your journey forward, and that is where we'll end today's session.
Yay!
And well done, guys. I love the 2 fights that I thought were gonna
Yeah.
be hard. You guys just
It's pretty
freaking-
hard. Like I used most of my resource. Like it is pretty
You
hard.
did.
Yeah.
You did.
Wait,
that natural 20
Bossman,
was
I'll be
fucking
real.
disgusting.
I also just took like what 2 nat 20s in a row. That is
Yeah.
not fair.
Yeah, that is not a fair fight.
Okay, can I talk about the funniest thing about this whole scenario was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted Viren to show up,
Mhm.
and I thought 2 Yetis, especially one that was, a little bit stronger, was
Yeah.
going to be a hard fight. So if things had got dire, Viren was going to come
Yeah.
in and help you with the fight. And
Yes.
you guys annihilated those 2 so effortlessly that by the time he showed up, they were already dead.
Oh my god.
God damn it!
I kind of
like,
had
really?
that feeling that you have an
That is so
NPC
funny.
prepared.
I was like, I
but
was kind of planning that, but I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
hilarious. He's going to be
Yeah.
so mad.
Yeah.
I love
I
him.
like
I've
that.
adopted him now. He's my fail boy son.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, next session we'll definitely get you'll get to learn more about Ydin's backstory and also learn more about
Nice.
this strange individual. Regnar still got to process what
Yeah.
that weird feeling of nostalgia was. And fucking Brandon, freaking you were on point with
Yeah.
with Peanut, and it was like,
Yeah.
god damn.
Can I point out something that's really funny?
What?
Eden had a stronger reaction to Brie being able to fight than than Ragnar becoming a dragon.
Yeah. Like she doesn't care.
I don't
Ragnar
know.
that much.
He's always
Yeah.
been a magic man, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, but I
He's always been a magic man.
Man, yes.
we can fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, it's also like
Yeah.
I think also what makes sense is that Eden has not considered that Brie has any like she knows that Brie's a spellcaster,
Yeah,
but has
but
not
no
seen any like,
martial
like
powers.
physical martial.
You can throw
prowess.
hands?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So,
Yeah.
so it's a little bit of respect, and honestly, it makes sense because, like, close combat, like CQC is kind of something that the soldiers had to train with. So you probably from Eden's perspective, she probably saw a little bit of that, like old, training that she and Viren had to go through.
To be fair, what's very funny was like I like how I just painted like, man, it's been a while since I've done this, and it's a nat 20. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just perfect.
Oh,
That's
you rolled
perfect.
so
Just
many
that's
20
cinema.
this
the
session, dude?
effortlessly,
That's
like, yeah, Brie was just on
Crazy.
fire this session. Like she,
Yeah.
like just really,
Yeah,
like
no, but
everyone
there's
did
balance
fantastic.
There's balance coming. I can
Yeah.
feel it. I'm gonna feel so much coming sessions. I can feel it.
I feel like I'm gonna have to make some harder encounters. 'Cause
Oh,
you guys have
no.
just been freaking, you guys have just been freaking destroying
I
everything.
mean, to be fair, I think just all 4 of us were really experienced, so it's like
You're
we
all
know what
honestly.
we're
Here's the.
doing.
You know what? I'm not used to this. You guys are experienced. You know how to play your characters. You know mechanically really good ideas, and you have like this is a really good like party setup.
Yeah.
And
I think
especially
you-
we have Peanut.
Yeah, we have
True.
Peanut.
Yeah.
Peanut is so good.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peanut with a 40-foot climb speed. I was not
Yeah.
expecting. I kind of forgot about that.
I feel like we could have been through a lot with the traveling, if not without.
So
Peanut
also,
and-
I will also point out, because this might be something that we can explore later,
Yeah.
Brandon, is that technically you can have your primal companion take the form of a flying beast and a water-based beast.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So if
Peanut
you
with wings and Peanut with gills.
Yeah.
yeah, so like if you wanted like a more like if you wanted like for example like like a bird companion
days.
or like or honestly I think it would be fun
Flying
is
cow,
if you do pick the
please.
if you pick the water one you could have it look like Long Neck.
Or just Peanut with different parts. That would be so sweet.
As horrifying as like a bird with a peanut-sized head.
I'm just gonna put the
I'm
put
not
this
ag- I'm not
image in
against it.
chat. Hold on. I'm just
I'm
gonna
not
put this
against it.
image. This is an MTG card, and this is called Holy Cow. Just saying.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
It's literally a card. So
No,
Yes.
that's perfect. Come on, that
Imagine-
has to be Peanut when he
That's gonna
flies.
be Peanut's flying form.
yeah.
God
that would
damn
be
it.
amazing.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful. It's
so
beautiful.
Okay,
beautiful.
that's actually kind of
Yeah.
amazing. I can't fault
Do
that
it.
in the slightest.
What set is that from?
It's from Magic. It's an actual card. It's called Holy
Yeah, which
I
set?
Cow.
know.
Magic.
What's the set is from?
Oh, it's from the Outlaws of Thunder Junction. It's a kind of a Western, Wild West kind
Yeah.
of setting. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Okay.
cheap card. If you want to get it, just get it.
It's
very
like a
cheap.
celestial bison.
Yeah, it's an Ox Angel. Just saying.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, you finished this mountain climb quest. So next session we will probably be completing
The downtime.
the last stretch of the downtime and the
Yeah.
last stretch of the Targos content.
Nice.
And then after
Nice.
that, we will be exploring the other parts. I probably Tally's gonna offer some suggestions of other places because
we still have
I'm
to
thinking.
find the boy. Remember the
Yes,
tavern owner's
there is
boy?
that.
Yeah.
There's that side quest. There's also the auburn-haired pale one who's
Yeah.
awakening all the beasts. So that might be something to explore.
Okay.
And then also just going to Bryn Shander is like the capital
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Icewind Dale. So you can get, and also that might be something you might like, Regnar, because they
Yeah.
would have a full library.
Yeah, that's why I wanted.
could do-
Yeah.
So,
Do the check.
but yeah, no, I hope you guys have a lot of fun. I do have to kind of pack up and start getting ready for some stuff in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also Justin, just for that message that you did send me, just send
I'll
me.
prepare next week. Yeah.
Yeah. It's no rush. It's just like that's something where it's like I kind of need like a bit of a clear like what do you know and what you don't know, so that I
Yeah,
don't
I-
accidentally
Say something.
reveal
or do
stuff by
something, yeah.
accident.
No, it's all good. Yeah, for sure. Because I'm just trying to. The thing we're talking about is just trying to put a proper line of Brie's memories, stuff that she does remember and stuff that started to
Oh, so
become
she doesn't
big,
have her
big.
full memory. Interesting.
Yeah, because it
Didn't
was
know
just so
that.
long time ago, like her early
Yeah.
life, like her first life, because she's been alive for like 280 years. So.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
So I really love the last session with the journal. I think that's a fantastic ideas, and I might shoot you some ideas with that sort of like journal that you're going to be keeping. I think there's a lot of interesting opportunities with that. But yeah, awesome session, guys. I will see you later. And once again, if you have any questions for me about the campaign, feel free to send me a DM whenever. I'll usually try and respond when I can. But I will see you guys later. But successful session and
Yeah.
well done.
Thank you for game.
Thank you.
Will we
No
be
problem.
gaming next week?
Yeah.
Next week I will have work, so
Okay.
I will not be able to show up.
Got
But
it.
maybe Falcon might have something that he can do, and
I can do that, yeah.
yeah. But yeah,
Sweet.
anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. You take it easy.
All right.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.